We're live at the tool shed on a Monday night. This recording and live is taking place on November 8th at 8:35 p.m. What up, Taz? Come in here and fart, buddy. How you guys feeling today? You all right?
I'm happy.
You happy?
Why do we have a robot doing the intro?
I don't know, dude.
Okay.
I'm not with it. I'm
just
not.
roll-
I told
okay.
you I'm not
Alright.
with it,
Okay, fair
and
enough.
I'm not the fuck with it. Dude.
I was wild frustrated on my way home from work because I had to drive 2 hours,
Ugh.
and fucking Gav snores like a fucking like a warthog, bro.
Wait, he's sleeping in the truck with you?
That's what I listen. Is that not a dickhead move?
It's not cool.
So-
not, especially because you guys are boys outside of it. It's not just some dude that you work with who doesn't give a fuck.
Down a little bit more. Right, good. Yeah, no, and this is the thing. So we leave the job site. We're chatting about this, that, and the third. And then this guy, I put on a podcast just as some background music. 4 minutes into the drive,
He's out cold.
sounds like a warthog with asthma, bro. And not like my wife snores sometimes. It's like a cute little wife snore. My daughter snores. It's like a 5-year-old girl snore. It's not. It should be on the gig page,
I'm not
dude.
saying it, dude.
Does she or does Gavone, does he lean against the window or anything like that, or does he just got his head back?
He kicked the chair back,
Okay.
threw his hands behind his head,
He went the whole way. He didn't even just have the courtesy to fall asleep sitting up.
and snored like a fucking warthog.
Oh, I gotcha.
The whole time through, and it just pissed me off. Not somewhat because he was sleeping, but mostly because it was just such a disgusting sound
Yeah.
to hear that for I don't know, a good hour and 45 minutes.
That's ridiculous, dude. It's not a good move. I can't find it, so I can't share it. So
I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to send it to you. See if I can. You know what I mean?
Wild
It
over
is
here.
what it is, dude. I don't know, but yeah, I think that's a poor move in a friendship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can see that if we're both driving to California and we're taking turns back and forth, it's totally
Sure.
acceptable to
Or-
fall asleep in the
Or
car.
even at the very least, if you fall asleep while you're both sitting up, okay, it was a long day, I dozed off, my bad. But to fully recline and put your head, like, no, that's
it's
too
commitment.
much.
You're
Yeah.
committing.
You're absolutely doing it on purpose.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
Absolutely doing it on
Oh, we're gonna do this a lot.
We're gonna get it straightened out super quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. I still can't share it. It just brought me right to the fucking
You
thing.
just copy the link that's in your text, and then you drop it in your sharing.
I don't know why.
Put all your
everything's
friends' names in the
so
comments.
Goddamn difficult to do things.
Because we're a 2-bit podcast in Jersey right now.
Well, we're
Two
Once
bit.
we listen, we're only a few. Let's see, me and Pay probably between us, right? One of us spent a little more. One of us spent a little less. We won't say who's
one's
who.
counting.
But the thing is, between us, this whole situation, including the gear that Payday already had, we're looking
Right.
at 2,500 here.
Yeah, that
All
seems
right.
about right.
You know.
Yeah, I
So
can't share it. It's fine.
what I'm saying is, maybe another 500 makes things a little easier.
Right.
We're looking for an investor.
Anybody want to buy us some cameras?
I need to have input in order to be an investor, dude. You can't
My-
tag me in it, dude.
I did tag you.
Oh my
My
god.
son's working on his drone flying skill, so he can do some cool shots for us when we're outside and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're gonna bring him on.
I would love to have. Does he have like? Did you ever see these race car drones?
Yeah, yeah.
These bitches are tough
Yeah,
duty, bro.
they're crazy.
Like the drone idea, like there was this huge pop of drones.
Yeah.
Like they like blew up in popularity, and people are like, yeah, I got a drone, and it never really appealed to me, right? Like I didn't get I'm like, so, but what do you have a drone for?
Right.
And they're just like, oh, I'll just fly it. You know, it's like it just didn't grab me the same way an RC car did when
That's what
I was a
gonna
kid.
ask you. So you were an RC kid.
I liked the remote control car,
Okay.
but it just didn't grab me in that same fashion.
Okay.
I always kind of associated drones with like camera work
Right.
until I
Saw them
saw the
racing.
race drones.
I'll tell you what. I used to fly, model airplanes, and I was decent at it, and I could fly model helicopters. And my son started getting drones, but they were crappy drones because he was a little kid, so I
Right.
didn't buy anything crazy, and they were still. Now he's got like a fairly legitimate one
Right.
that like can do all the hovering and all that stuff. I cannot wrap my head around flying it because of the way you have to like. I'm used to like one stick is up and down and one stick is left
Yeah,
and right.
yeah.
But this is like you have to swivel it and then move it and swivel it and like it. The fact that
There's a
guys
lot
are
more axis that you're
so much.
dealing with, but also that gives you the benefit of once you learn all them axis.
Yeah, you have incredible control. But
Right.
those guys racing those things it's out of this fucking world.
It reminds me of the Red Bull. You ever see the Red Bull plane race?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking
Yeah.
tough duty. They're like right above the water,
in like those old biplanes.
bobbing
too.
and weaving. Yeah, that shit is dope. Let me ask you this: can you tell me how much his drone cost? Because I have no idea what drones run.
His drone was under $100.
And still a decent one.
Still a decent one. It still shoots at 1080p. I wouldn't want to use that video for too much, but like just for flying above and showing some nature and stuff, it's decent.
Yeah.
There's a nice one at one of the places I shop that's like a couple steps up. It's like 250, 300.
Right.
But those are the ones that like you hit a button and set it to hover and it will stay exactly where you want it
what you wanted to
until
do.
you touch the sticks again.
Yeah, I mean, I have a drone that every 2-3 days just kind of passes by around the house. This thing just fucking hovers
I'm not cool
through
with
the
it, dude.
neighborhood.
I don't like that shit. I don't like it.
I mean, I'm a what's the word? When you like to watch.
Voyeur?
Yeah, I'm a voyeur.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe
So, like,
I am
take a
too,
peek-
and that's
take-
why I don't like it. Oh, you're a voyeur, and that's it. I
Yeah,
think
take a
I'd
peek
rather
in the
be
window.
the creep, you know what I mean, than the voyeur.
Yeah, I can see that.
As long-
But I think that's why when I see it, I'm like, ew.
Yeah, because you know what's going on behind
some
that.
dude's
that
jerking
drone.
off in a
Yeah.
closet. to
Looking
me.
at you fix your tackle, your fishing tackle box.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
He's got an ugly stick and some rubber worms. I'm getting at it.
I don't know.
Like my
It's
wife
weird.
says to me all the time, I'll hop out the shower and I'm getting changed with our curtains wide open. And she's like, why don't you close the curtains? Because I'm like, I just don't care. And whoever like our neighbors are not looking in my window
Right.
to see my hammer swinging.
To a,
No,
at,
probably
a, at a
not.
certain
And if
point,
they did, they probably couldn't.
it's on
You know
them.
what I mean?
And
Like,
if they are good,
As long
because
as
I
you're
want
not
them to see
walking,
it.
as long as you're not walking past the front door, like to a certain point, you should be allowed to do what you want in your house. And if somebody's actively peering into your windows, that's on them. Whatever glimpses they get, that's not your fucking problem.
But also, I've used this same terminology when, gentlemen of the homosexual descent would hit on me or say like, try and make slick comments, right?
Yeah.
I tell them like I can't help who's looking. I can only look good for them.
Well,
That's right.
I posted something the other day saying like looking for a date type deal on the gram.
Had
Were
a
you
couple,
looking?
couple boys hit you up.
3 gay guys hit me up,
All
like,
right.
yeah, and I was like, "Duh," you know what I mean?
Aw.
It felt good, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe
It
you
was
found
like-
your lane. You go out,
Listen.
do some bowling, see what's what.
I was just bowling. I was killing it.
Because here's the thing, bro.
Company's company to to a certain point.
I-
As long as everybody's clothes are on,
I got a
company's
couple
company.
gay friends, you know what I mean? I wouldn't bang them, you know what I mean?
But I
like,
think if you could get into banging dudes, you'd make out really good.
yeah.
Like think about
I don't know if
all.
I make out really good, but I could bang a dude.
Yeah. But think about all the headaches that come along with being in a long-term
perfect
live-in
world-
relationship with
oh
a
my
woman.
God. In a perfect world, I'm gay and proud. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Because
yeah.
it would just be better, I think. You
What's
know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm saying.
Honestly,
The dicks.
man feet, man buttholes.
Man asses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
Hair,
not,
lots
it's
of
just
hair.
not for me.
Yeah.
Basically, the whole concept.
But I'll be honest, the other day, so like when I was a kid, you'd see like 2 dudes kiss on MTV, and I would get like ill to my stomach. Like I'd be like, oh, God.
I get like butterflies in
That's
mine.
conditioning. Yeah. Oh.
Well, yeah, conditioning a little bit.
Yeah.
But the other day, I'm sweeping this gay guy's chimney. No, whatever.
Right.
So, and I go in, and he says something about, he's like, oh, yeah, well, my husband's, I said, where'd you move from? Because he just moved in the house. He was like, well, my husband's from up here. Just nonchalantly said, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'm from South Philly and whatever. Just wanted to get everything checked out. I was like, well, you're clean. And he was like, all right, we'll just do the inspection. I did the inspection and left. As I'm leaving, there's a picture of them on the wall, like embracing each other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like a married couple would have.
Yes.
Yeah.
And legitimately, I went, aw. And then in my head, I'm walking out, and I'm like, and I might even said this out loud because I do talk to myself.
Look
And
at
I-
you cute little fruits.
Well, I kind of, yeah. And, like, in a way, I was just like, good for them. You know what I mean? Because in the face of adversity, to find, like, gay love, like,
Right.
to me, I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's fucking special. You know what I mean? Like, you had you got uncles that don't talk to you anymore,
Right.
and you got all
You
this
got-
dumb shit that happened in your life, but you guys fucking love in the face of all that shit. And that's
Yeah.
fucking beautiful
It
shit,
is.
man.
It is. That's an uphill battle.
Despite all the hairy anal beads on the ground, or whatever the
Sure,
case may
sure,
be. You
whatever
know what
it
I
is,
mean?
it-
It's all
you know.
good, though.
Now were they like fruity or were they like men?
I was talking to what I would have probably the bottom.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
the housewife.
But still masculine enough that I did.
Right.
He just
So,
appeared to
like,
be well taken care of.
At the point,
Yeah.
at the point that he said my husband, did it like it caught you off guard? You're like, oh, I didn't think that would have been.
It's funny
in this case. You
when
know
he
what I mean?
opened up the door to
Right.
the front door and then he left the door and I was like, that guy looks a little, you know.
Oh, okay.
And then
Swished
when
away.
I walked in and started talking to him, I was like, oh, it's a dude. It's just a dude. You know what I mean? And then he said my husband, and I was like, okay.
He's just
Oh,
meant
I
to
well,
got.
like,
I was
all
right.
of us.
I was
Yeah.
right. But
You're gaydar.
yeah,
Because you know.
because I'm a homosexual.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I could be one just based off the fact of the.
You got to kiss a dude.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
part's not the deal.
I think that'll be tough.
Yeah,
I
kissing
think
a
it would be
dude.
kind of
Dude,
tough
I
putting
don't
my
like-
lips on another man's
I don't
lips.
like man feet in the sauna. You know what I mean? Dudes are gross. Like I know
They're
dudes.
going to tend to have much bigger feet though, and that's like right up your alley.
Yeah, I guess a well manicured man
Right.
foot. You know what I mean?
Like soft, right out of the
Really,
right out of the
it
Chinese
has to
salon.
be the most feminine man ever.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
Because
that
you
just-
want to be the one with all the masculine energy, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bottom. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't seem like it.
I don't think so. We'll
Well,
see,
what
man.
about if it
we'll
w-
open it up?
What about if it's a chick who was once a dude?
Yeah, I think that I would be. Well, here's the thing. So the freakish nature of that throws me off a little bit.
Yeah.
If it was, I think I'd be better off with a really feminine dude than
Right.
a
Masculine
dude
woman.
with
Because you
tits.
feel like that's more mental stability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Because
concur.
like it's just it's just a dude that likes stuff in his butt. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
dude that's very feminine. You
Yeah.
know that seems more real than a dude with a bunch of therapy and estrogen pills and a bunch
Yeah.
of fake tits.
You're into the realness.
I'm into, you know what I mean? If you own it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Be
yeah, yeah.
If you're gonna be it, be it. You know what I mean? Don't be something else. You
Yeah.
know? That's just me. You know what I mean? If you want to dress like a woman, be a woman, do your nails, do all this stuff, but you're still a dude, that's still dope. You know what I mean? Rock with that.
You're
But
just not going to fuck her.
I don't know. We'll see. But the thing is with
Depends on how
the
much alcohol's involved.
yeah, well, I even drink, and maybe that's the reason why. But yeah, if it was like a dude that was very feminine, I think, and honestly, the chicks that I'm into come across as lesbians anyway. Like a lot of the chicks that I'm into are like, they're kind of butchy, you know what I mean? Like I like a tomboy ass chick, you know, no makeup, you know, basically a dude, you know. Good.
Do you know what a turf is?
No.
It's like an anti-transsexual person. and
It's
I
a
can't think of what it
lesbian
stands for.
who doesn't like
Oh, okay.
trans people. So they're all turning on each other now inside the LGBTQ.
Yeah, well, LGBTQ is turning on itself in itself because you got T and then you got B. How do you have B with T?
I had a friend named BT. We used
Like-
to call him Suburb Timing.
Why can't you have B with T?
Because B is 2.
Right.
And then T is like,
Try?
well, T is
3?
like,
I don't know.
I don't know what T is. T is like walks the line of not B or T,
No.
not B or G.
No, if they're T, then they've made a choice.
Yeah, but if you're B,
Where's your T levels? I would like to get mine
I don't know.
checked.
I think mine are low.
I
But
think
you
my T levels are probably pretty good for a 35-year-old male. You know?
I think mine are low.
I'm running out of super, though. So I need to re-up to, like, keep my T
You gotta start taking
boosted.
those Frank Thomas pills.
I'll take them.
Yeah, what
Whatever
is that?
Frank, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever Frank Thomas is taking, let me get
You're good,
two.
yeah.
Let me
Who's
get
that
2 of those.
quarterback that's in there with Frank Thomas? Who's the guy?
Is there what? Did they show Brett Favre on those? Did
No,
they
no,
show
no.
somebody
It's
else?
Oh, he's on, like,
Steve
yeah,
Young?
Steve Young.
No,
Yeah.
he does, like, a Nugenics.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Nugenics.
No,
Isn't
that's
that what
the
Frank
bi-
Thomas does too?
That's the bitch test boosters.
Oh, okay.
That's, like, for the old, like, that's not the real deal. That ain't the real deal, daddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my T levels are probably low, and then maybe I could take like testosterone hormone replacement therapy type thing. What's that? TRT?
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll be a man. You know what I mean?
Well, you're,
One can hope.
like you said, you're feeling like a half a man at this point.
I'm about
It's funny because we had this
48% man.
I had this conversation that I briefly touched on it at work, I think at work the other day, and I think that the guys just kind of let me slide and keep talking past it because they didn't want to address it.
Yeah.
That
I'm
I
that guy all the time.
that I
by
was
the way.
like, you know what? Sometimes, like in my head, I feel like a stone cold bitch, right? But then I realize when I look around, like, oh no, like I'm really top tier masculinity in the world.
right
You know?
at this point.
Yeah.
Well,
at
it's
this point.
easy. It's easy to be top tier masculinity in the world when you're 48% masculine.
Yeah.
I think that as a detriment
I think
to me
I'm closer
in
to
dating,
like 61%.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You. I'm saying me
Yeah,
is 48%.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. If you're 61%, then I'm doubling down on 48%.
You're dividing.
Whatever, dude. You know what I mean? Math.
Is that
all
what
right?
you're thinking?
It's hard.
You
I'm
feel
just
like you
no,
should
I'm
divide
saying-
that 48% in half?
No.
I think you should double it.
No. If you're 61%, there's no way I'm more masculine than you. I'm easily 20% less masculine than you.
I appreciate the compliment, but I think that you're not as far off in masculinity percentage.
Yeah, this is the same thing what you saying my arms
Pull your
are the
dick
same
out,
size as
dude.
yours. Dude, my dick out it's not I can't even pull my dick out.
Put your dick on the keyboard.
My dick only is there. It doesn't come out
You have to
anywhere.
lean into it.
Yeah,
I got you.
So
what's the problem in the dating world with being half a man?
Is that it feels like all the young, maybe not younger women, but all
Men.
the progressive men, all the progressive women they want less man. And I feel like the fact that I'm more man turns off the newer school woman who wants, some guy reading the book at the park or something like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but you're a guy who might read the book at a park.
I can't read a book at a park. I'm working and I'm a dad.
That's true. But I feel like in your spirit, you're a guy who might read a book at a park.
Yeah, the difference between me and a guy who's reading a book at a park is a guy can read a book at a park. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
got
got
the time
for
for
that
it.
shit.
Right. Well, okay, so here's a theory. Is one that the women who want masculinity in what Payday would call a toxic sense, right? Top tier masculinity.
60% or over.
60% or more. I would say I think 60% you're still safe. I think 70, what's the percentage where we get toxic?
You still don't understand what toxic is, so it's hard to really discuss it.
So
But
let's
also-
say 70%.
But also, this whole conversation is majoritively, it seems like you're just basing the masculinity on things you can see. But there's so much more to masculinity than that.
What?
You think you're not as masculine as Sean just because he's got bigger guns than you?
No, I think that his determination and who he's grown to be, and also probably the fact that he was born, 4 to 5 years earlier than I have. I think that he lived in a better time than I did. I think that I'm behind on that.
You think he lived a better time growing up than you did?
I think that
You've listened to the show?
No. I'm not saying yes, and I think that part of that plays in. I think that him being a jailbird to an extent plays into his masculinity.
I agree with that, except it doesn't make. But you're saying that he was better off for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's a better man.
I think that is the general consent. Well, we don't know.
Right. There's a bit of truth to the idea that it seems to have taught him this level of discipline that everything else he has stems from.
Right.
But it's really difficult to say that your life wouldn't have been better if you didn't spend your formative years in and out of jail.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think my character would have been as good. I think my character may not be the same that it is. Would my life be better? Yeah, that's debatable. But I think
if I would have been in the reserves, you know what I mean? Or if I would have been even National Guard, anything that would have given me a little bit of discipline or anything along the way, it might have changed the way that I am as a human being today. But I wasn't. I was a coddled, basically only child raised by a single mother and have a lot of feminine tendencies because of that.
Yeah.
Well, you can still join the National Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be like
Up until
36.
42.
Oh, 42.
So
They're taking any old
you're
body.
golden.
No, you got to get vaccinated.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I didn't do the wrestling thing, is because I had to get vaccinated. I was supposed to do October 6th or whatever the fuck it was. I was supposed to do a tryout. And they said, you vaxxed, you got to bring your... I was like, oh, no, I'm sorry.
We're not going to be able to do anything.
It kind of took it all out of me.
Luckily, we're blue collar, and we'll always be able to make money, I think.
Yeah, I work for Let's Go Brandon, so I'm pretty much good.
Yeah, but it's not about your boss. It's about the client.
Yeah, but I think that he overall would smudge it around. Like, when I go into houses and they say, I just volunteer lies now.
Yeah, me too.
I just volunteer.
Sure, I'm fully vaxxed.
Oh, yeah. They got lady the other day. It's so funny because it really is. It's polarizing on either side.
Yeah.
So it's like you have like, because for the longest time I'd see like the big Trumpers and all that stuff and like real heavy, like you've never seen anybody love a politician like people love Trump. You know what I mean? Like it's never ever happened. Besides maybe Obama, but not even on the level of the Trump. Like fucking multiple flags out front of people's house, 19 bumper stickers. You know what I mean? Kill that fucking Hillary. You know what I mean? Like on their family vehicle with a car seat in the back. You know what I mean?
Which actually reminds me of another point that I wanna bring up with fuck Trump versus Let's Go Brandon. But don't let me forget it. Carry on.
So all I was trying to get at is that it's polarizing just dealing with the general public. 7 to 9 appointments a day I go on for the last however long I've been working at this company. And it's been a lot of people. So I'll walk into somebody's house just today, I was at a house that had 19 flags on the front. Let's go, Brandon flags. Guy had 400. Every single one of their cars had a whole bunch of bumper stickers on it. The dining room table had a picture of the mother and Donald Trump, it was the wedding picture. You know what I mean? Like it was a lot.
Like the two gay guys over the mantle
Trump,
picture?
yes. Trump flags by the thing, the whole night. It just seemed like a lot. Like I'm just sitting there like, why is this your entire identity? Is this?
Right.
But it's the same. What I'm drawing the adjacency to is that there's the same people that are like, where I walk into their house and it was like, yeah, I'm double, like, don't worry about wearing a mask. I'm double vaxxed with a booster. You know what I mean? It's like the first thing they say to me, and I understand where they're coming from, but it throws me off, and just being like, that's a lot of information just off the get, or yeah, science is God, or something like that, or like just dumb shit where I'm just like, dude, I'm just here to sweep your chimney. Like, I don't know why we're getting into like this whole like we need to know each other's insides and outs. And I guess because of the social climate that we're in and people feel in a certain type of way, they feel like they have to say things. But I'm starting to see the other side of it, because I'm sweeping this lady's chimney the other day after she goes, yeah, I'm double vaxxed with a booster. And I volunteered.
That's a hot bar. She was coming with you at bars.
I said,
flex.
And I lied.
Check it out, you fucking loser.
Yeah.
I'm in here double backs with a booster.
Booster.
I expect to hear that again
Drop
later
that tonight, please. Yeah.
I got you. I'll try. It's a long one. But yeah, so I replied back to her and I said, oh, you got the booster? I said, I just got the double vax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
to make it more realistic.
I don't want, of course.
Yeah,
what do I get the booster for? You know what I mean? I'm not an overweight cow. You know what I mean? Like that lady was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Meanwhile,
I smoked 4 Marlboro Reds while I was there, but she's double vaxxed with a booster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Thank God.
I hopped into a lift the other day, and the dude's like, do you have a mask? I said, no, but I'll gladly wear one if you have one. He started getting all nervous. I'm like, don't worry about it, man. I'm vaxxed, fully vaxxed. He was like, oh, okay. And then he pulled all the windows down in 30-degree weather. So you're still scared.
Yeah.
You're going to find something to be scared about.
Well, because the reality of it is, like, we talked about it before a million times. It's like the vaccine is supposed to make it so you don't get deathly ill and die. But it doesn't stop you from contracting this disease, and it doesn't stop you from dying from it. It just lowers the chances. You know what I mean?
I think in a lot of situations, what we're dealing with is the sale of fear. And it has been sold so strongly across America at this point that a large portion of people are buying into the fear.
On both sides, too.
Yeah, because they're both scared of each other.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't got, listen, I'm 61% masculine. I don't really got time for fear.
I hear you.
You know?
Even at 48%,
What's the other 39%?
feminine.
Thorough.
Thorough. Okay.
Yeah. I'm 61% masculine, 39% thorough.
So it's less important to be thorough than to be masculine?
It comes hand in hand.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of does.
It just happens to be at this point, like, because
That's just the ratios right now.
there was a time when I was probably like 48% masculine and 52% thorough.
Okay.
Like at that time, I was doing things that I wouldn't today consider masculine.
Okay.
I might have been like stealing.
Gotcha.
Or, shit like that.
Yeah. Shit that I'm still doing at 48%. You know what I mean? I got it.
Being dishonest with the women I was with, that kind of thing.
I'm not doing that.
Well, I'm just saying that at that time,
Yeah, I got it.
I was less masculine for those reasons.
Well,
but more thorough.
But more thorough because I was out in the streets doing gangster shit. Yeah.
Big Bird got vaxxed. Did you read about this? Did you hear about this?
I'm glad to hear it.
Big Bird got vaxxed and Republicans are outraged.
Yeah.
Well, it's important because Sesame Street is a busy place. You know, you can't have with a guy like Big Bird who's dealing with so many different people in the population.
And a lot of old folks too.
And the fact that he is such an icon, we need to make sure that we're not going to lose him, and he's not going to fall into, the dregs of right-wing society.
Right. They should really have, like, Oscar the Grouch should, like, have Joe Rogan on, and Oscar the Grouch should be like, yo, I fucking did it. Like,
Oscar should have a Let's Go Brandon flag hanging out of his trash can.
He should. That would be dope.
And then on the other side, Big Bird is double backs with a booster.
Yeah, and Oscar's wearing, like, an Aaron Rodgers jersey. Like, he's all the way in.
Why? What's up with Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers is the Joe Rogan school of thought.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah,
I
with it.
think legitimately he may have, I don't know, you might fact check this, he may have had COVID
Okay.
and went to the Joe Rogan School of Thought and now is just like, it's my body, I do what I want to do.
So that's not the problem.
Mikey Eyes, what's
the
up,
problem?
Daddy?
That's not the problem at all. So this is the thing with the Aaron Rodgers thing.
Okay.
Right? Not for,
He's got. I'll give you Payday's problem with it. Let me do it for you.
give it a shot.
Here's the problem:
Okay.
is that Aaron Rodgers is such a public figure,
Nope.
and he has a voice that reaches so many people that he needs to be careful with what it is that he says.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
All right, hit me with what you got.
Okay. So look, because look, the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings, Kirk Cousins, he's also a pretty well-known quarterback, pretty out there.
What was that thing Kirk Cousins said that was really funny when he played for the Redskins or the Washington football team?
He smashed his head into. No, that wasn't him. He said he came back and beat somebody and was just like he smashed his head into the helmet and was just like excited by it.
No, he said something. It
But
was so fucking funny.
But
All
so
right, go ahead.
he's not vaccinated. He said, "I'm never going to get vaccinated."
Kirk Cousins said this.
You're not going to change my mind, so let's not even have this conversation. And then while he's going through his practices and all that stuff, he's following the NFL protocol for what a not vaccinated person's supposed to do. The problem with the Aaron Rodgers thing is this. He lied about being vaccinated and then went around the camp not vaccinated. So here's the issue. At the beginning of the season, right, last season with the COVID thing, what they were doing was if enough players on your team had COVID, they would reschedule the game to some other point in time. Well, what the NFL has said, if your team has COVID because someone was not following protocol, you're not allowed to reschedule. You will take the loss. And your team will be responsible for all of the financial losses for that game that no longer happens. So the problem with the Aaron Rodgers thing is not that he's not vaccinated. It's that he lied about it and literally put the entirety of the team and the entirety of the actual Green Bay Packers, the only team owned by the actual Green Bay citizens, in jeopardy by doing this. When he could have just not gotten vaccinated and followed that other set of rules.
Right.
I'm with you there.
Like I'm not telling him he's got to do it.
But also
shouldn't lie about.
But also, how can they do that if you can be vaccinated and catch COVID?
So they said because that was the thing. So if you've taken the maximum amount of precautions and it still happens, okay, we got to deal with it. But if you're not taking the necessary precautions and it happens, then it's on you.
Well, it's nice that they're not mandating it and they're allowing people to do a workaround.
Absolutely. You get either or. It doesn't affect your ability to earn money or play the game at all.
Yeah,
you just have to follow a different set of rules.
Yeah.
So if I'm unclear because it sounded like you said if somebody has COVID,
if your team has to miss the game because a person didn't follow protocol. Like when they came out with the rule, in my mind, the idea was more like, hey, all the players were at a party where nobody had masks on the night before, and now you all have COVID. Well, you motherfuckers shouldn't have been at that party, right? You're jeopardizing the game by being at the party. So that seems like that would be more the scenario
But this is what I'm saying is with the vaccine that you could still catch COVID with,
right?
The idea is that, like, oh, I have the vaccine, so I don't have to follow X, Y, and Z precaution that Aaron Rodgers, who doesn't have the vaccine, needs to follow.
Yes.
But I can't compute this whole idea.
Why?
That you can get the vaccine and still catch it, but since you have the vaccine, you're excused because you see what I'm saying?
You did
here?
everything you could possibly do. The difference in odds of catching it, and I didn't want to do an actual COVID thing because it's not about the vaccine in this case. It's about him being super duper selfish in how he handled it. Not that he didn't get it. Again, like I said, Kirk Cousins said, fuck you, I'm not getting it. And he wears his mask at practice and nobody says a word. Like you haven't heard, have you even heard that name? Because you're not a sports guy.
No.
Right, but you've definitely heard Aaron Rodgers' name sort of creep up around you.
No, I didn't.
You didn't know why or anything, but like, why are people talking about Aaron Rodgers?
I didn't hear anybody talk about it.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's in the news a lot,
Yeah.
especially
I
Kareem
don't watch
Abdul-Jabbar
I don't
came
be
out
watching
talking
the
about how
news.
selfish he was. I didn't know I didn't know the intricacy of him lying about it or anything like that. I just saw excerpts of his quotes saying this is what I believe, yada yada yada, and I also heard him saying that he literally had like a discussion with Joe Rogan about how Joe Rogan beat it or all that stuff, which led me to believe that maybe at one point he had it. Because why would he be talking to Joe Rogan about how he cured it?
He did have it. He had it, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and a bunch of other people in the offices, not the players, but in the offices got it, and I think one player got it.
Okay.
And again, I won't even blame him. I'll say they got it from somewhere else. The problem is still that he jeopardized the finances of the entirety of the team when there was a legitimate option for him to do it the way he wanted to do it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'm so against organized sports at this point that I don't even care. I don't even care about football. If they got rid of football, it wouldn't bother me a bit. I haven't watched it in like 3 years. The same goes for fucking goofy-ass Ben Simmons and the basketball team and everything else that's going on. I really don't care. As long as the UFC can continue to run and boxing can continue to run, those are the only things I care about as far as sports goes, and professional wrestling.
Okay.
That's it. I think it's probably for the best if we just kill out all that nonsensical bullshit that make people ruin their entire weeks. That's why I stopped watching.
Well, we're not going here. We're not
you don't
going
think
to.
anybody's ruined their week over pro wrestling? You spend like 4 nights a week watching pro wrestling.
I spend more than that, Payday, okay? I spend 7 full days a week submerged in pro wrestling, and then I come here and I can't talk about any of it.
Okay.
What are you going to say, Cove?
I don't remember.
What were we going to say earlier about what you wanted to draw back to?
Oh, the Let's Go Brandon
I love it.
quote is being screamed by the masses. I'd say a fair share of those masses are right wing.
Yeah,
right?
I would think so.
But they're also LGBTQ.
T.
Well, the T fucks up if you got to add the T, you fuck it up because Let's Go Brandon quote is LGBTQ. So Illuminati? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, it could be Illuminati.
You know what I mean?
I did see them throwing up the rock when they were saying it, so that does make sense.
Well,
Yeah.
so I seen an article where the pilot of Southwest threw a "Let's Go Brandon" in at the end of his speech,
I heard that, yeah.
which is hilarious.
It's hilarious, it is.
Is it necessary? No.
Of course not.
Right. But there's like an uproar over it, and that's fine. I don't care. You know what I mean? If you found another thing to be mad about, fucking go for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just out here looking for other things to be happy about, Daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it brought up as Shawnee down the center, it brought up an interesting vision that I saw that the idea of fuck Trump, right, was not only cherished, but like spread and like in certain circles was like, it was a war cry, right? And accepted. And nobody said, hey, whoa, you can't talk about the president like that, or nobody tried to quell it, right? Whereas I think Let's Go Brandon, which is much less aggressive than a fuck Trump,
It
seems
okay.
It is.
It's less aggressive, yeah, but
It's the same thing. Same thing,
Yeah.
right? But in
it's
a
just
less
a little bit funnier.
Yeah, a less aggressive manner, much more humorous manner.
It's 100% humorous. I mean, I think that Let's Go Brandon is really funny, and it's not like any kind of like shot. It's just it's funny how it came about. Like, it's really funny how it came about.
It's hilarious how the whole thing
because I didn't even know. So, like we talked about last week, like I was hearing people say it and had no idea where it even came from, and then when I realized where it came from, I'm like, this is really good. This is really good stuff.
And so the idea that it's trying to be quelled in certain places, again, brings about my biggest fear and my biggest disdain for everything that's going on, which is the idea of eliminating free speech, right? And not you could shake your head, but
Did he get arrested?
No.
Okay.
But it's if Southwest, if there's an uproar about it, then the idea is we don't want you saying that. You shouldn't be able to say that.
Well, also,
but the reality is that we are here where free speech is.
This has nothing to do with free speech.
Hey, come on, man.
I don't know what to tell you.
You're fucking. It's always. I'm fucking furious right now because fucking we're trying to crack fucking jokes and everything is fucking so. It has nothing to do with that.
Well, I'm trying
it's not a thing to do with that.
I want to crack jokes.
You're
with
so
you.
fucking liberal and buy into all the shit that they feed you that you can't even be open-minded to find something outside of your democratic box, bro.
It's liberal to be a constitutionalist? I don't think so. That's fucking hard fucking conservative.
Hey, it's always
I'm sorry.
It's always a fucking no.
I'm sorry.
Is it not?
Let's talk.
It is, but let's see where he's going with it.
All right, go ahead.
Let's talk.
I'm aggressively pissed already today, so you're just setting me off.
I don't don't know why.
I don't know either.
What was the
But I'm furious right
what
now,
was
and
the-
I'm trying not to be.
What was the joke going to be if we ran with "We wish all the pilots could say fuck the president
I don't know.
whenever they want"?
You got to explore it.
Okay.
You got to get into
I thought
the
this was
fucking
the
thing.
no butt show, and Friday was the yes and show.
I know, but I don't feel like no butting.
All right. Well,
I get annoyed with
you
the whole
should've told
shit.
me
I'm
beforehand.
annoyed with the whole shit of talking anything politics. So then it starts
why
to
do you
come up,
bring
and
it up?
I think I brought it up.
yeah, I didn't bring it up. I just got into the goddamn conversation.
I thought it was funny Big Bear got vaccinated. That's really all I want to talk about. But yeah, I think
You start with the shit and the whole fucking thing. Everybody's so goddamn silly nowadays with whatever their fucking direction is, and it seems like none of them got the sense to say like, "Yous all fucking look like noodles." Where's the president-elect or the fucking mayoral-elect or the gubernatorial-elect who says
Gubernatorial.
yous are all a bunch of fucking retards?
Yeah.
How about we get back to like being normal people and united we stand?
yeah, I don't think we get there anymore.
I think
because
we're fucking shit out of luck
I
because
just-
the
I think
media
so.
has found that if you sell fear, it fucking sells tickets.
Yeah.
Fear sells tickets.
I
So they
agree.
suck people into this fucking fear-mongering cycle.
well, narcissism plays a big part
I'm
in
not.
it too.
I'll throw narcissism in the mix. I'm not saying it doesn't, but it plays into this fucking fear-mongering narcissistic cycle that
Isn't
people
that what
are.
you were just doing?
What?
Weren't you just fear mongering? Well, our freedom of speech is being taken away because this pilot got told, "Don't fucking say fuck the president."
Was I
over the
fear? Let's go to a third party. Was I fear-mongering?
Were you talking about the Second Amendment being or the First Amendment being taken away?
No. We're not. I'm not saying you're fear mongering.
No,
right? But
you.
but are we wrong with the media that there's a different story of something you're supposed to be scared of each week?
I think there's.
I really don't give a fuck about the Let's Go Brand. I'm trying to
I
look
know
for.
you don't.
You know I'm trying to look for a goddamn joke in the thing.
I think your reaction here is funnier than anything else we could have possibly done.
Yeah, it's working,
So
dude.
you have accomplished exactly what you wanted to, and I got to say what I wanted to.
fucking win.
This was fucking perfect. This was the yes and of the night. We
Wow.
might as well close it out.
All right, see you guys
Don't forget
later.
to go to WW.
Drop that beat. No, yeah. I honestly, let's get on a serious note. You shouldn't be able to say that kind of shit in a place where you're supposed to be a professional.
I think you should be
Period.
able to say it.
No, you
I think
don't
it's
say
goofy.
it
I think it's goofy.
It's
and
goofy.
if your company wants to say, "Hey, look, sorry, bub, we ain't doing all that," and fire you, then you have to fucking eat that.
No, yeah, I agree. If your company stands behind goofy shit and you want to do
Yeah.
goofy shit, then all be goofy shit. You know
But
what I mean?
the thing that pisses me off is the rest of the world who's like, "Oh, why would he like who's who's up in arms about something that's like so minuscule. Like if Southwest doesn't fire you, then shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, I agree.
And go, how about you go to your job and fucking do your thing and take care of your family
I
and
agree
stop
with you.
worrying. And
I
that's
agree
the
with
shit that pisses me off is that
It's people getting up in arms about how these people should be dealt with.
yeah,
how
you
Dave
should do
Chappelle
this, you
should
should
be
do that.
crucified
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Handle your own shit.
No, yeah, I agree with you 100% on that thing. However, the difference between a Dave Chappelle who gets paid for his opinions and Southwest Airlines pilot is he's supposed to drive you to your fucking destination and not supposed to drop his political beliefs.
I
And
don't-
that goes back to that narcissistic bullshit where everyone has to fucking let you know. It goes back to the fucking 1800 flags and the fat fucking lady
Right.
who's telling me she got double vax and a booster and I don't have to wear a mask while I'm cleaning your sooty chimney, dude.
Yeah, a few fucking. When was the election? Last year,
I don't
right?
know. It seems like forever ago.
Last November.
I can't tell you how many people asked me who I voted for.
Yeah, remember when
And
you
every-
didn't talk about this shit?
And every single time, my response was either I voted for you, or I voted for Ross Perot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because
H.
shut
Ross
the fuck
Perot.
up. Does it? What does that? What is who? What? Because first off, I'm not voting.
Right,
Right.
me neither.
It's just not gonna happen.
No.
You know what I mean?
Are-
Because
are
I'm
you-
not playing the game. I don't buy
Beyond-
into the game.
Beyond all that, are you actually allowed to vote?
I don't know.
Okay.
Some people have told me that I should. They think I am.
Okay.
I don't. I don't.
I think you should be allowed to. I just don't know
I
what the
probably.
rules are.
I may be able to.
Okay.
But I don't know. But regardless, I'm not going to
I
because the
understand.
shit's a fucking. It's a game. It's a rigged game.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
To begin with, and it's whoever is in
And
power
that
now,
also-
who they want to fucking be in power next.
That's
who's
where
gonna be
me
in
and
power
you
next.
are in the same alignment, and that's why I think where payday comes out, because I think it matters, and I'm speaking for you, and I'm probably wrong, because you'll probably correct me.
I'm listening.
But what I'm saying is I think that you find it more serious than me and Cove find it, where it's like, it's bullshit. Like, I think me and Cove look at it like it's all fucking rigged. It doesn't matter if you're a donkey or a fucking elephant.
elephant.
You're fucking a crook. You know what I mean? And I think you're more like, yeah, they're both crooks, but
Let's get the lesser
let's
crook.
get the donkey in there.
Well, always get the lesser crook, regardless of which side they're on.
but the
I'm all
lesser
for
of
that.
two evils is evil nonetheless. So I
Sure,
think like
but that's my only option. So my only option to put somebody in charge, whomever it is either evil or more evil, regardless of what shirt they're wearing.
or
I
zero,
want the less evil. Well,
or I'm out of this.
I would. Well, no, because I'm out of this gives the people who want the more evil guy more leverage, and I don't want that either.
But the idea is that it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't
That they're
matter
both on the same
who
team.
we want as a collective.
So when you say it doesn't matter,
What matters is that inside of whatever system is functioning at the top,
Right.
I need to figure out how to make a living,
Well,
how
yeah.
to feed the family, how to have myself be happy. Now, I'm a lot easy. I think I can maybe do that a lot easier than some people
Sure.
because I've lived inside of systems where I had zero. I couldn't even pick what I fucking got for lunch.
Right.
So to me, to be like, whatever's going on over there don't affect me comes naturally.
So I see what you're saying about the day-to-day stuff, but like, it doesn't matter on the big picture. It's not true. There are certain things, both sides. I'm not picking or choosing right now. There are trends that you can see over time where when X type of people are in charge, X type of things happen that are a benefit to the country.
Yeah, but
and
do you
X
think
things happen-
81 fucking million people voted for this 78-year-old geriatric man?
Yeah.
A,
do?
A,
Come
came,
on.
A came in with the comment of the night saying, I don't think voting is even real. They would never give us retards that much power in
Yeah.
real life. They
No, I
pick.
agree 100%.
Which I think is exactly true. Because I can't, even with Jersey, right? I have not met one person, I really can't think of anybody who said, you know what? We got to get Murphy back in for another term. Because this guy did a fucking bang up job.
Right.
It's
So-
like I haven't talked to one person who said that they liked Murphy, and he still made it in. So now also North Jersey probably has a lot more people who maybe think Murphy's doing a bang up job, but it just seems odd to me that not anybody has said anything good about him in my circles that I travel through.
Well, so
and he still got his election.
So two things. One, population-wise, you're right. The upper half of the
Yeah, they're
state
densely
way
populated.
outweighs the lower half.
Yeah.
And the lower half is where a lot of the red comes into play. And secondly, counterpoint, have you heard anyone saying, I can't wait till Chitterelli's in charge because
I
he's
have.
going to fucking kill it?
I have.
A lot?
More than I've heard people say they would vote for Murphy.
Fair enough.
Not a lot, but yeah, I'd say between 5 and 10 times I've heard people discuss that they were like hoping that Chitterelli got into office.
And do you consider the idea that because of your trade and who that puts you in touch with, that your trade and trades like yours tend to skew red, that it would be more likely in almost every occasion for them to prefer the Republican candidate?
If I was a 50-year-old plumber who didn't associate with any,
Hip
went
people?
to work, came home, and that was it. Yeah,
Right.
maybe that makes sense. But
Okay.
I associate with so many people across the board
Right.
that I think I get a pretty good idea of what a popular consensus would be.
I gotcha.
So and watching so anyway, all that aside is just the idea that I don't believe that we have any say. I think that it's just too funny. The election shit is just too funny and too fucking shady looking, and there's always, and I think both sides cheat, and I don't know if like the old this one, right? Like, oh, we're still counting votes. Okay. I think we're still counting votes is their final move to fucking figure out how
Manipulate
Yeah,
things.
it's like a final play, to give them just a little bit more time to make them think that something's happening.
So why'd they let the truck driver in?
What do you mean?
The truck driver down in wherever he was from that came out and beat Sweeney, why'd they let him in?
So that the people think that it's real.
Okay. But why him?
Because he's a everyday Joe who's not a politician. So they let him in, and they're like, "See, this shit happens.
But
It's
then-
who you vote for."
But then in your eyes...
I don't believe that either.
Well-
It's a great story. It's a lovely story. I fucking
Right.
love it. But that doesn't mean that I buy into it.
So in your mind...
It could be true, but
Right.
who knows?
So behind the scenes, though, you think they're probably going to gimp him and not let him do
Oh yeah,
anything? Okay.
absolutely.
All
Do
right.
do you think he's gonna wind up having any type of power and pull?
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea because obviously where he's coming from, he's going to have some sway with people that a politician wouldn't normally have sway with. So he might be able to gin up a certain amount of the masses that he needs behind him for certain initiatives.
And if it helps the powers that be,
Right. Then
then
they'll let it go.
then they'll let it work.
I
gotcha.
I tend to think, and I don't know shit, that local politics are real, and that I think that these people are actually elected in, and then global politics or national politics are rigged and faked and kind of fugazied, and that all these people are hanging out at the same meetings and going on golf trips or molesting little babies or whatever the fuck that they do. And I think that they're all a part of the same kind of cult and clique or whatever, and that might be the conspiracy-minded in me. It is. But it's... And I think that in smaller local politics and stuff like that, it actually does matter, and it actually can make a change. And I wish that I cared enough about it to try to
want to make a change.
But because of my perception of the bigger picture and where, you know, the governor of Chicago ends up being the president or whatever the case may be, like, it's like they're groomed for these positions and then they're there and then they're fake. You know, like, I don't believe you. As cool as Obama was, I didn't believe him, and he did things that I was
too
just
cool.
like, yeah, right.
He's too much of like exactly what.
But it's also the same thing with the
we
Trump
needed to be
thing.
fed.
It's like, you know, Trump is like this outsider and he's not like this people, and it makes like this droves and droves of people being like, this guy is our savior and this guy is whatever, and he just came out saying something like if he runs again, he's going to run into a third party or something like that and all this. And it's like, yeah, no shit, because he's not going to win because they don't want
you.
Right, or he doesn't want to. You know, like, it's nonsensical. And it's like, to me personally, it doesn't make any sense that Joe Biden got the most votes ever. It doesn't make any sense. If Obama got the most votes ever, that would have made sense because he was the first black president, super cool dude, looked the part, sounded the part, all the stuff. Joe Biden? I mean, even after the drove of Donald Trump, if the country was extremely outraged by Donald Trump to the point where they were like, all right, dude, we got to change this. This is insane. This guy is out of line. He's tweeting all the time. We got to get some dude in there that doesn't know how to work a smartphone. So they get Joe Biden.
Got one.
Right. And if that was the case, but it just didn't make sense to me, especially with my own two eyes, because in my own two eyes, I see and maybe because they're loud and they're proud, but I saw so many people that were Trump people that are undercover Trump people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
were like,
I've talked to people that I would have thought wholeheartedly were going blue and true.
Right.
Right? And they were saying like, no, we can't have Biden in all, like, that's not going to work. You know, and we're leaning towards Trump. There's no sound.
There was. We were listening to it. It stepped on our own show.
Well, I just think that it might be a fucking
might be a technical.
Might be just a Facebook tweak.
Okay. Well, I mean, we got sound here.
All right. Well, whatever the case.
You got sound on that?
I'm trying to see.
Let's give it 1 second.
Do 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 do.
No, it doesn't look like
it. Do.
That's weird.
Do, do.
But we got 7 people with us commenting.
Yeah.
Maybe just pull it and put
plug
it
it back in.
Yeah, see if that helps.
Oh.
Pull it back up, hey, so we can
Yeah.
see.
It's still up. I didn't put it back.
Hopefully that's the trick.
Well, I don't know why you're moaning into the microphone. I don't think that's going to help much of anything.
Well, we'll be able to hear it. I was just trying to make sounds. That didn't matter.
Well, and then if this doesn't work, you just pull it and then leave it pulled.
Yeah.
I just pull it and leave it pulled. That way we don't have to.
And they still hear it. They hear it over the other microphone.
You got anything?
No.
Nothing coming
Just
in.
pull it so we can
Nothing
just keep it
coming in.
rocking.
All right, fuck it. We got to do sound this way, so we got to take out the plug, and you'll hear us like this.
A little
how you hear
echoey,
us.
but you can still hear us.
You'll still hear us. It's not the best sound, but this will work. You know, you can also watch the replay on www.thegigpodcast.net, and you will have perfect sound and more video. It'll be beautiful. You'll love it.
It'll be great.
Yeah, I don't think I saw across the board people who I had thought like either didn't have interest in politics or were like very liberal, where you would have thought they would have went Biden, who were saying like, no, we can't let Biden get in. Like, yeah, and they would say that the lesser of two evils idea. Like,
Right.
you know, I think the general consensus of what I saw at that point was, you know, Trump's a fucking idiot, but he's not part of the big system. Was
Yeah.
like they're
But I
kind
think
of
that's
thinking.
the biggest ploy on everything is that he has to be part
Why
of it.
wouldn't
In my
he be?
head, he has to be part of the
Yeah,
big system.
it's
I
not
don't-
like they plucked like some dude out of fucking you know
Some truck driver.
who lived in fucking Queens Village in South Philly who was
Yeah.
like, you know what, fuck it, I got some money behind me, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know, like this dude was already at the top of big business and already had these mutual relationships with people who were
He funded millions of dollars in the Hillary's campaign.
He was a Democrat
Millions and
until
millions of
like
dollars.
5 years ago.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
right. So, and then he switched sides because maybe the Republicans fucking said,
He
"Hey,
even
you
had
know
a
what?
Quote. He had a quote that was like he had some kind of dumb quote in like with Diane Sawyer or some shit, or it was Time Magazine or something like that. And he was like, if I ever ran, I would run as a Republican because they're the easiest people to control and manipulate.
Right.
Like, I'm obviously not exactly right on that, but it was very similar to what I just said, which was like, you know,
Well, at that
you
time,
could
right?
placate off of those people.
At that time, Mikey I said, you said let's go Brandon too many times. That's why they shut the sound
They're
off.
gonna pull it. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, at the time when he would have said that, right, before he got elected, was because you knew what Republicans wanted money.
Yeah.
It was an easy view of like, oh, you're a Republican, you control them by playing the money games with them.
Yeah, and I think the same thing goes back to like when we were talking a while ago about how like the what's that guy named Joel Osteen or whatever, like playing off the religious freaks. It's like it's the same kind of game. Like if you're outside of the box and you're looking in, it's like, oh, you just do this and you do this and you do this, and then all these people love you. You know what I mean? And it's easier almost from the outside looking in because you can play that game a little bit better because you're not entrenched in the nonsense.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I think that's. To me, that makes the most sense in politics across the board. Is like they're not fucking. It's called the right wing and the left wing because they're on the same fucking bird, dude. You can't fly without the other one. God
you know
damn
what I
it!
mean?
I'm not flying. Period. I'm not allowed to. I'm not vaxxed. Anyway, so hold on. There was a thing that happened with Maya today at the Wawa. So I just wanted to talk about it.
Let's
real
talk
quick.
about that bitch. Oh, you're going out with her on Friday, aren't you?
No, but so anyway.
Now you guys
She-
are friends again?
Well, I'm not sure. This guy's in line and he was like, "Can I get a pack of Black's wood tip?" And she goes, "What do you mean?" And I'm behind him in line, and he's like, "What do you mean? A pack of Black's wood tip?"
Yeah.
And I
Pretty
look at him, and he's like
self-explanatory.
shaking his head, and he looks at me, and I'm looking back at him, and I go, and I was like, and she's worked here for 8 years, right? 'Cause she,
Got her.
Right? So then she comes back, and I was like, what, after 8 years, you don't know what a pack of Blacks mean? She was like, no. She's like, I don't smoke these things. I was like, well, you work behind the counter
Right,
at Wawa.
right,
And she was
right.
like, I've worked here for 10 years, not 8. I was like, well, more the reason.
Right.
You should know what a pack of Blacks is. We're in Philadelphia, for Christ's sake.
It's a smoke of choice.
There's only a few things. I mean, there's a lot of things back there.
There's
to be fair.
Newports, there's Reds, and there's Blacks.
There's Blacks, there's Pall Malls, there's all different kinds of stuff you can smoke, right?
But there's probably only a certain small group of things that constantly get
yeah,
bought.
and
Right.
you would think Newports would be up there, and you think Blacks, especially wood tips, would be up there. So I was busting her balls a little bit, and she was like, and she like got all serious, and she got real close to me, as close as I am to this microphone, and like leaned over to me, and
so you could taste her breath?
I forget exactly what she said, but she was like, "You're fucking
Still
fucking
not
kidding
gonna
me."
call you. Oh wait.
Yeah,
what?
yeah, no. So she said something where she was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me the way you're treating me right now," and I was like, "I'm just fucking playing the game, man." I was like, "You're just."
She's
being...
still in a relationship with you, and you have
Yeah.
no idea why.
Oh, well, because I'm not
'Cause you're not
falling for
playing
her
the game.
shit.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, so whatever, I left or whatever. She's shaking, noticeably shaking,
Yeah.
because of I'm talking to her with bass in my voice,
Yeah.
and I'm giving her a little bit of volume.
You might have even jumped up to like a 57%
I might have
masculinity
been
at
at
the
least
time.
52%.
Okay.
I'm Ray Lewis percent masculinity.
Okay.
And I I mean that by 52, because
That's his
obviously,
number, yeah.
Ray
Obviously,
gotta
he's
be
like
90.
Lewis,
135.
38%
Yeah.
masculine. You got to kill a dude, and then you reach over 100%. Anyway, or however it works.
Or at
I
least
don't-
help your friends
I'm not
kill a
exactly
dude.
sure. Or
Yeah.
whatever, however you kill dudes, whatever. Killing a dude helps.
Yeah.
So whatever the time passes, it's like noon, and she calls me. So her name is Maya Smiley Face in my car. So in the fucking work truck, it says Maya Smiley Face, right?
Right.
You didn't change her to the gritty teeth icon?
No, I should have changed her to frowny face.
Just
which
that.
I think I might
no,
do it.
not even Maya. Just the gritty teeth
Just frowny
icon.
face, yeah. Just frown. I don't know if you can do gritty teeth on the face. You probably can, but I don't know how to do that. I'm old. So she calls me and she's just like, she at least 9 or 10 times said that she was sorry. Like, just kept on saying she was sorry. And I was just like, it's cool. It's just like, she was like, I didn't think you were that interested. She's like, a lot of these dudes are playing the field. I was like, well, I was only talking to you. I was like, I wasn't talking to anybody else. You were the only person I was talking to. You knew that I got a sitter, and now you're playing dumb. And she was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I didn't think. She was like, you didn't talk to me on Thursday. I was like, bullshit. I fucking texted you. You went to bed at 7 o'clock.
Don't even give her this.
Well, no,
you're giving her
I'm
too
on the
much.
phone with her. You know what I mean? She called me. So
Yeah, okay.
I thought about
All
not
right.
answering it, but I answered it.
Okay.
So I gave her a little bit of the business or whatever the case was. And then I got off the phone with her, and she was like, all right, well, I'll talk to you later. And I was like, okay, fine. So that's pretty much how it ended.
Yeah.
But the thing that got me was when I gave her bass in the voice and gave her eye contact and was talking to her a little loud.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know what I mean? Here's what you did.
Yeah.
All right? Remember?
Yeah.
How we're all playing dumb here except for me that knows all the parts? I just thought it was interesting. And when I got back in the car, I had a smile on my face because she was noticeably shaking. And then not only was she noticeably shaking in some kind of fear or
frustration
or embarrassment, right?
Okay.
Because I was loud enough that her coworkers could hear me.
Right.
In the similar whatever whatever you call that, the Wawa.
Well, she's a clown.
Yeah. But I felt good about how she was shaking because I felt like I had the upper hand. Yeah, I win. And then she called me later, so I felt like that was a development that we needed to talk about.
Well, you win unless you decide that you're going to open this thing back up.
Well, I'm not going to
because
open it back
I think
up.
you open it back up, she's going to play the same game. You're not dealing with stability here.
No, I agree.
You know, like she's got, and God bless the girl, but it's very apparent that she's got her own deep, maybe not deep, maybe shallowly rooted issues. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's got her own issues when it pertains to relationships with men. And so you are getting jerked around and treated like a fucking rag doll.
Well, I'm not playing
You're not.
it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But she's trying to jerk you around and fucking play you like a rag doll rather than respect you and give you the things that you're looking for from a girl. So fuck her.
Yeah, and her MO is a little bit goofy. So whatever it is, I'm cool with it. But I'm dying now because I thought that was going to be a thing at a point, and I was at a pivotal part of my life, and it helped me get over things, right?
Yeah.
That I am now at a point where I'm like, dude, please, I just need a girl. I need to find a human being with a vagina that likes me enough that I can open up a rapport with and something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So her reaching out back into this thing made
almost
me feel
taps
like,
into you.
well, if she was like, hey, listen, my kids are at football. You want to come over and fucking fuck my pussy? You know what I mean? I might be like, okay, yes, we can do that. I would like to fuck a pussy right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So since we're dealing in percentages, I got a quick question. We're all in agreement that him putting her on the chase has raised his masculinity percentage, right? At the point at which she makes that offer to him, is saying yes or no the more masculine move?
Probably no.
Just in this window where him putting her on the chase
But I need the pussy.
is the increased move.
I need to do sex stuff.
Just her.
I think given Biz's current status of needing sex stuff,
Right.
I think that even though saying no to her ups his masculinity percentage,
Okay.
I think that he is forgiven should he say yes.
He should take the hit, the
Yeah.
couple
But
points hit.
even if I say yes and then I just bang her and dog her, you know what I mean? Because that's not who I am. I
But
never
then
been
again,
that guy.
but then we don't get in. Then we start treading the line of is it masculine to dog her,
well,
or is
for
that
me,
just, are you just a dickhead?
I've
You know
never
what I'm saying?
dogged. I've never ever dogged.
Does that start to attack your thorough percentage?
How many
Your
guys
thorough
have
doesn't-
dogged? I never dogged.
Your
I've
thorough
never
doesn't.
dogged.
Your thorough isn't. I feel like your thorough isn't affected by your misgivings
Okay.
as more so as your stand-up moves that you make.
Okay.
But and listen, if you want to bang her and dog her, you got my.
Well, that's what I would have to do.
I'll give you a high five.
It wasn't what I was looking for, but at this point with her, that's all she can
No,
get out
I mean,
of me.
Sean's approval is all you were looking
Oh,
for.
yeah. Sean's approval was all I was looking for. This is correct.
I was gonna say approval, and then I was looking for a word that didn't sound like approval.
Yeah,
because what the fuck? What does that matter? My
No.
live video has ended. Of course it did.
Well, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, now, if you're going to redo it, plug the dongle in now before you restart it. See if that'll give everybody the good video, because at some point, Biz is going to rap and they're going to want to hear the music.
That's true.
Not this week, though. The music is terrible.
No, there's no way.
I can't follow up the best thing I ever wrote, apparently.
That was one of the greatest beats I've ever heard. I talked to Cove the other day about how absolutely phenomenal that beat was.
Did you play it in the truck?
Yeah.
I played it too.
Dumps.
Yeah, it's a good one. It is a good one. Do we have volume on there? Because I would like to talk when people can hear us.
Well, as soon as we started talking about the girl, everybody left.
Yeah.
They all skated.
We were
so.
heated, dude. That's my fault, dude.
They
I
were
really
jumping.
don't
When
care
we
about
fight
that.
with each other, they love it.
They
When
do.
when we start getting along, they fucking give up.
Yeah. Especially when they're rooting people on and gay shit.
No, that's the beginning of the old show.
Yeah. No, it's up now. So
so
whatever. Let's hope
Nope,
it.
that's the beginning of the show again.
No, well, we got the new ones up now.
Yeah, so
It
I'm looking for it.
Okay. It says one live. Let me.
Yeah, tool shed continued, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
There
All
it
right.
is.
Perfect. We're back.
All right.
Eric Gatlin, what's up,
Still
buddy?
in the building. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for coming
Oh,
back.
I keep putting this in front of this like a
front of the
jerk
camera?
off. Yeah. Eric Gatlin, thanks for hopping right back in, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. A lot of times we have some issues and people trail off as is to be
understandable.
expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we appreciate that you hopped right back in and want to hang out and listen to us talk our shit.
For anybody else who wants to listen, we'll never purposely end the show abruptly. So if
Yeah.
it just ends like that, we're probably coming back. Peek
Yeah,
out for
just
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
technical difficulties. It happens to the best
Absolutely.
of them. So what's up with this people dying at rap concerts again? That's a good thing, right? We want that?
Well, I guess we're out in the world again, so everybody's free from the COVID panic. Now
So
we
we
can,
gotta
we
die
can go
some other
die,
way.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
go
yeah.
die at concerts now.
So what was
which is the way we wanted.
What happened? Do you know what happened
All right,
here?
so
Did people
I'm
here's-
going
get
to turn this
trampled?
one over to Cove because I only know very, the big details.
Yeah.
I don't even know that. I
Okay.
just know 8 people died.
I thought it was 56, but 8, I got my information from Rumble, so you know how that goes,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
56, 8, pretty close.
So there is a legitimate occurrence called crowd crush, right?
Okay.
Where basically it's a death by suffocation. You
Okay.
know, like the back of the crowd. We're talking. This is a huge crowd, right?
Yeah, it's-
Super densely packed. So the back of the crowd is just occupying too much space that it just starts shrinking,
Pushing in.
pushing towards the front of the crowd. Now, if you are, I don't know what it is. I would assume, like a bigger guys like us can, throw our arms out and kind of keep our space. But if you're a smaller guy, a little lady, or, maybe you don't have arms,
Yeah. Maybe you're quadriplegic.
Sure.
something like that, the crowd just starts kind of crushing in on you to the point where, like, you got people pushing on your chest in the front, in the back, and you can't breathe. So you're dying of suffocation.
It's like being buried alive.
Yeah, which is like, I couldn't even imagine how terrifying that is.
No.
And this is not, this has happened before. There's like, recorded occurrences of this. And that seems to be the idea that I saw that makes the most sense. Now I've seen that, people were getting poked with needles. Somebody reported they got poked with a needle and then whatever, or
So there's
that,
all different kinds of shit that's out there right now.
and my first thought was like, oh, they all died at a fucking what's this guy's name? A Travis Scott concert. They're probably somebody was selling fentanyl e-pills or something
right.
like that, or
Right.
you know what I mean, fentanyl MDMA, Molly. But I think crowd crush, because of it just seems to be the most logical explanation for what happened.
So there's no reports on how these people died yet?
I don't know. I heard that, me, Daddy.
Yeah.
I don't watch much news. I picked this up secondhand, but I took it, thought it sounded right, ran with it.
Right.
I mean, it seems to be the logical.
But it's not like people got stabbed or anything like that. That's not what happened.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Nobody got shot.
No, which is a shame because really that's how you
That's
want
what
to
we
hear
want.
about your rap show deaths.
Yeah, man, I miss rap shows ending.
That's more
and-
golden age stuff, though. That's not the way it is anymore.
Well, that's what we're saying is like we felt like we heard like death at a rap show. Like
Yeah.
we thought the golden era of hip hop was
we're
coming
coming
back.
Yeah.
Biz had mentioned that like he misses the days when Sticky Fingers had the thing on him at the Source Awards.
Sure. Let that thing pop off. You know
For
what I mean?
safety first, though.
And ever since Snoop Dogg grew up and calmed down and went on Martha Stewart, nobody's getting shot at
Nobody's
award
fucking it
shows
up
anymore.
anymore,
You
yeah.
You know
know?
what's crazy in the climate that we're in? That there's none of that. You know what I mean? Like, there's there's a George Floyd uproar and all this stuff, but there's no Public Enemy. There's no X-Clan. There's no fucking Dead Prez. There's no, like, black militant kill whitey shit. And not to say that I need that, you know what I mean? But it would just be nice to have a little bit of it in the climate that we're in. You'd think that it would happen.
There
I think we
probably
have
is.
it. Yeah, I think we have it in a different facet.
It
Like
needs to be
maybe
mainstream.
we maybe don't have it in hip hop so heavily because hip hop is such a money earner and white money is the driving force behind hip hop.
Yeah.
You know? It's
But
black
what about-
culture, but white money supplies it.
Yeah, but
suburban
white
money.
guilt has white money, you know what I mean?
But I think that probably more in the social media space, if you were looking for black militancy, you could find it.
Well, I miss gangster rap, and I miss people being like, fuck you, you know, kill cops or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like, why isn't that a thing? It should have been a thing. You know, you would have thought after the fucking 400th YouTube video you saw of a black dude running away and getting shot and killed that there would have been somebody that came up and said, hey, man, fuck these cops.
I
You
think
know
it's
what I mean?
I think it's pretty much should be the basis of your next album.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
You need to make a black righteousness rap album.
You're the new Public Enemy.
That sounds
like,
apropos.
listen, you could be Zach De La Roca
The real one.
if he rapped over hip hop beats rather
Yeah.
than guitar riffs.
I'm going to change my rap name to White Guilt.
I like it. I
Might
like
work.
it. Do you feel it?
A little bit.
Okay. Well then,
Enough to channel it and make it a thing. You know what I mean? So,
and get paid
yeah.
appropriated by culture.
Once again, back to politics and Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
I will work this the way I need to work it.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have said that out loud.
I feel like I feel like Zach De La Roca was Venezuelan, I believe,
Oh, okay.
if I'm correct. Do we have a fact check on that?
Working on it.
I believe he was Venezuelan. So, yeah, you know.
Well, Rage Against the Machine, $350 tickets, must be vaccinated to enter. So I think they kind of lost their touch a little bit.
Yeah, they're not really with the people anymore, huh?
No, they're with the money. You know what I mean?
I ain't mad at it.
No, I'm not mad at it either. Do what you got to do.
I'd like to sell $350 tickets to the gig live.
Yeah, that would be great.
He was born in Long Beach. His father's Mexican.
There it is.
All right.
And his mother is German.
Okay. I knew it was
That's
Hispanic
like
of some sort.
Yeah, that's near Venezuela. So that's
Germany?
pretty close. Yeah.
It's right across the river.
It's the
there.
peninsula right under Germany, I think.
Yeah.
That's right where it's
I don't
at.
know why I thought Venezuelan. Hispanic. So, okay.
So there was like a thing. We're a little bit outdated or whatever. I wrote this for last week, but regardless, I'm using it now. There was a thing about Busta Rhymes doing a versus. Who do you think would be a good versus for Busta Rhymes?
Ooh.
Man, I need some time to think about that.
Because like my initial thing was Missy Elliott. People were talking about who was the one people were using? Oh, Jay-Z. And I said I think that
Nah.
Missy Elliott would be more on point with that. Honestly, DMX would have been great for that too. I think DMX already did one with Snoop, so I guess when he's dead now. So that's
Yeah, that's the
irrelevant.
hindrance.
Yeah, him being dead is going to make it really hard. I guess Busta
Yeah, the
Rhymes will win.
hologram.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah, the hologram.
You hope.
Yeah. But I think, like, as far as, and I hate to put Missy on that level because Busta is such an extremely good lyricist, and phenomenal artist in
Right.
general. But Missy is of a similar ilk of artist
Yeah.
and probably the similar amount of hit power as Busta Rhymes had.
So I'm still thinking of who would be good, but I will say that Jay-Z doesn't make sense to me, but also I can prove that why my thought process is wrong. So they had the KRS-One Big Daddy Kane. And in my mind, they're both legends. They both have great catalogs. But since we're going to watch them on stage, to me, Big Daddy Kane is going to blow away KRS-One because he's got so much more energy in his performance and so much more presentation.
Yeah,
and
Big Daddy Kane over KRS?
Before I watch the verses, that's my thought. Yeah, Big Daddy Kane is out there dancing,
That mic's shaking
rapping
a lot.
fast.
I'm going to kill it.
It's not.
Something's shaking.
He's
Go
out
ahead.
there. He's rapping fast. He's dancing. He's got songs that are party songs and songs that are less party songs but more like sexy songs. Call them like he's all over the place. And KRS-One has a lane that he drives hard down. So
KRS in person is one of my favorite all-time live hip-hop shows based off of the legitimacy of MC that KRS-One is.
No, this isn't about that. It's just about
Go ahead.
this forum.
Yeah, go ahead.
But then I saw it, and actually they were pretty evenly matched. So I don't think Jay-Z works against Busta Rhymes because Busta Rhymes is like terrifying up on stage, and Jay-Z, you almost feel like he might fall asleep at any point in time when he's
Yeah.
rapping. And Missy makes a lot more sense. I'm trying to think of somebody else who's
I
got
think
like
you're gonna have a tough time finding somebody of the caliber.
they gotta have a
Redman.
They gotta have a deep catalog, an incredible presentation.
Redman would be pretty good.
That's who jumped into my mind first. But my thought about Red is that he doesn't have the commercial success that Busta has had.
Right.
Which then I thought maybe Nori, but Nori doesn't have the. I don't think he has the showmanship that Busta would have.
Ludacris?
That would be perfect.
Luda's not
Ludacris.
bad.
That
And
would probably be perfect.
I think Eminem's not bad to go up against Busta Rhymes.
Yeah,
I
and
think-
you have the flow of it too,
You can speed for speed. You can cover pretty much the same territory with both of them.
I think
still think
Eminem-
Busta wins that.
I think Eminem has too many hits
Yeah, I think
up against Busta. I think his
so,
hits
too.
outnumber Busta.
I think
Yeah.
Eminem is just more of a Busta Rhymes is probably should be in more people's top 5 and isn't.
Sure.
And Eminem is in too many people's top 5.
He'll come up on stage and just for
What
the
about
sake that
50?
he's there.
What about Busta versus 50?
Busta vs 50 ain't bad. Busta vs 50 makes more sense to me than Busta vs M because I think it's hard for me to say because I love Busta. I used to talk with Rich all the time about how Busta's not in people's top 5s
Right.
and should be in people's top 5s.
Yeah, he's not in mine.
He's the reason that he's going to be great in a versus is the reason he's not in people's top 5s. And same with Redman is that they enjoy acting like a fool from time to time, and people use that as the measure of who they really are. And there's so much more than just the little bit of clown performances that they put on every now and then for fun.
And the evolution of Busta
Here's
too.
the
There's
other
a
thing.
huge evolution of Busta.
Him versus 50, they could also like have like a, what do you call it? Like when you have a break in a play.
The intermission.
Yeah, they could have like an intermission where they see who benches more too,
There
because
you
they're
go.
both
Yeah.
pretty fucking buff.
Yeah.
So you got a whole nother facet that you could bring to the verses if we go 50.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes at this point in his career is like a Lionel Richie Ninja Turtle. He looks like if Lionel Richie was a new school Ninja Turtle.
I dig it.
You know, he really does.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
used
yeah.
to be like this skinny, wiry dude with the big hair, and
Yeah.
now he's a legitimate Ninja Turtle.
He's wild buff.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a big dude, man.
Yeah,
He
he's
is.
probably like 6'3",
His
6'4",
neck,
something.
his neck roll,
just a house.
It's just huge,
Yeah.
bro. He looks like a linebacker. Like he's massive. He's a big fucking dude.
Yeah.
I think he might outbench 50.
You know who I would like to, who won't work in a versus, but who, since you're talking top 5s and guys who should be in everybody's top 5 or get close to it, there's a guy who I think you could put up in a, and I've never seen him live show, but I just feel like he's a phenomenal live MC, and that would be, I think Brother Ali could go up like shot for shot, not with classic hits, right? Because he doesn't have the hits that a Busta or a 50 or whatever would
But
have.
live performance-wise.
But live performance-wise, and like if you put them both in front of a crowd that didn't know anything from either of them, well, I guess it depends on the crowd, really. You know what I mean? If guys lean more towards fucking they want to dance and party, then Busta wins. If they lean more into the like roots of hip-hop, I think Brother Ali shines over Busta.
What's other verses that you would like to see? Like, Black Thought never did one, right? Because Black Thought would be great. I wouldn't even know who would even hold a candle to Black Thought as far as... and
Again,
know
I
that-
think you have the problem of,
Notoriety.
yeah, like we love him in the hip-hop community. We hold him in such a high regard.
Yeah, but all right. So if he
there's gonna
battles
be-
somebody who is that of that ilk, right? It would be like Black Thought versus
Slug.
yeah, but not even because
I agree, because Black Thought will shit on him.
a shit all
I think
over.
I think Black Thought versus Brother Ali could be a thing,
could be
but
a
I
thing.
also think that Black Thought probably ekes that one out.
Yeah, he definitely ekes that one out. Well, to me, there's nobody better than Black Thought as far as the epitome of the MC. So I don't have anyone that would, but there's definitely people that are great rappers that could master a ceremonies with Black Thought.
Yeah,
And I just don't know who that would be, but I would love to see that.
Eminem.
Eminem would be good, but Eminem again has hit power, so
Right.
it's a different beast.
Yeah.
It's like Elzai's great, you know what I mean, as far as lyrical, but
That's
he
not
doesn't
bad.
have the oomph.
He doesn't have the notoriety. He does like he
That too,
He'd
but-
be a tier below where people are tuning in for the guy who's on the Jimmy Fallon show versus somebody I have no idea who he is at all.
Well, I think that Black Thought has a lot of oomph. Black Thought has a lot of power when he raps.
Yeah, for sure.
And a guy like Elzai, who I've seen live, is very understated, and he's
Yeah.
just kind of a lyricist.
Yes.
It's the same kind of thing with Lupe. Lupe's a fantastic lyricist, no oomph. Zero oomph.
Right.
Some of the coolest wordplay I've ever heard in my entire life and probably will ever hear in my entire life was done by Lupe Fiasco, but I'd never want to see him live because it doesn't, to me, it's like about listening to his shit.
You know what
I
my
mean?
favorite Lupe song is? Little Soldier.
I don't even
Or
know.
Little Weapon.
Oh, yeah, Little Weapons.
Little Weapon's a fucking phenomenal. It's just, to me, when I heard that, have you ever heard that one?
I don't think I have.
It's the one where he's rapping as if he's a child soldier.
I don't think I have.
Oh, it's pretty good.
I gotta look
It's
for
definitely worth a listen, just the way he paints that. It's one of the best painted pictures that I've heard from a rapper. How about Joel Ortiz versus who? Who do you like? Who do you like Joel
I'm not
against?
a huge Ortiz guy. I think Button would be good.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I was gonna say Royce.
I think Royce would be good with M, but again, it's the hip power shit.
Yeah,
But I
right.
think Royce to me is right there with M, and Royce doesn't get the respect that M gets as far as
Right.
lyricism goes.
I think
Well-
I'd rather see it as Budden versus Royce only because over the last couple albums, at least, Royce has elevated beyond punchline rapper. Like, he's still good at it.
Yeah.
But he's elevated himself past that now.
How about
And-
Wayne with Busta?
Who?
Lil Wayne.
That's not
Oh.
bad. I was thinking, what about Kanye against Buster?
I like Kanye and Wayne.
Kanye and Wayne's pretty good too.
Kanye
Yeah.
and Wayne is a fucking
That's a good
show,
one.
bro.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That would be a show.
I
Yeah.
think I think Wayne's pulling it out.
I don't.
Yeah. Well,
with theatrics involved, like Kanye might do some wild shit that's not music.
right.
That's just
And-
incredible.
And he's gonna just perform over his own beats, which should at least get him.
Gives him a little bit of
gives him an
a
edge,
juice. But
yeah.
I just, to me, Kanye over the past 10 years has been like,
Yeah,
meh.
I agree.
Well, Wayne still comes out with Wayne shit. You know what I mean? Like he's not necessarily making Lollipop and Fireman anymore, but
Right.
when he drops like Glory dropped maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and that was a banger. And I'm sure he probably dropped some sort of banger this year that I don't know about.
Snuck one out on you.
How about
Oh, yeah, he did that Run the Jewels remix, and I fucking love it. He got me through my last couple of sets today. I ran that one back on me.
we give Dipset another shot and put him up against State Prop?
Who
Oh,
would?
did we talk about this?
Yeah, you guys did.
Did we?
We
Yeah.
did loosely, and I was really aggravated in the comments.
Oh yeah, I do. I kind of now I remember that. What were you so mad about?
I was just mad
Because
at,
we wanted State Prop to win.
No. I think State Prop and Dipset is a better match than the Locks and Dipset. You know what I mean? But I also think that Dipset eases over State Prop, where they obviously lost against the Locks. And I just think and it all comes down to, are we doing Beanie Siegel hits? Are we doing Freeway hits? Or are we doing State Prop hits?
I think you got to be able to do Siegel and
Yeah, well, in that case, I don't know.
really. Here's what
And then
this is
Dipset's
what.
allowed to do Cameron, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well, Cameron did do Cameron.
Right.
So if Cameron did Cameron, if Freeway is even just allowed to do Freeway, then it's a problem. And that's eliminating Beams, who obviously probably has more of the bangers than Free
Yeah,
does.
but
Right.
look, if Puda Brown shows up,
If Puda
gonna
shows up.
that's gonna be what really tips the scales
Who
towards
is-
State Prop.
Who is the dude that was on the Hot 97 who kept Sauce Money?
No. H Money Bags.
H Money Bags. that's
Yeah, that
right,
was
that's
Matt
right.
Bleak's guy.
Yeah.
Sauce Money was a great
Yeah,
rapper.
Sauce. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
He's
I'm
mostly a
fucking-
ghost now.
I just heard money.
Ghostwriter.
I just did money. And
No,
that was it.
really, the forget Puda. The State Prop versus Dipset comes down to, does Petey show up and win it for State Prop?
Yeah. No, but
Or
he
does
really
he stay
doesn't.
home?
He really doesn't, though. Like, even though as much as we both love Petey, and I think you probably love him more than I love him, but I do love him. He's my favorite. He's my favorite state property.
He
member.
loves Petey more than Petey loves Petey.
Yeah.
Petey's my favorite, man. He's
I
my
love
favorite.
Petey. I listen to a lot of Petey, dude.
He's my top 3.
Top 3 all time, Petey Crack?
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Yeah, that's heavy shit. I mean, he's probably in my top 20, but I do love him.
But my top 3 has shifted. Like I
As it
I know
should,
I
as it
know
should.
I no longer give a fuck about the names that like you're supposed to have in your top 3 or 5, right?
Right.
Like in my top 3, there's Petey and like Brother Ali might be there right now because the more I listened to him and delved into it, the more I think that he's way underrated and should be and is just like
It kind of shocks me that you like Brother Ali, because to me, Brother Ali is not what you would listen to.
yeah, but when you listen to Brother Ali,
I agree.
you realize that he is what I would listen to. He's like a street dude who's smart, who's a little bit, drops a little spiritual gem on you.
Yeah, but you're a gangster rap liker. You like gangster rap. The way
See,
that
it's
I
funny
view
that you say that because I've been told on both sides of the spectrum. Like sometimes people are like I told Stevie Franks the other day, I'm like, yeah, like I got tickets to the Gates concert. He was like, you like Kevin Gates? I'm like, yeah, dude, love him. He's like one of my favorites right now. He was like, I wouldn't really picture you listening to Gates.
Your day-to-day is ignorant rap all through and through.
Yeah,
You much prefer,
100%.
on just a regular day-to-day basis, you much prefer the ignorant
And
rap.
Brother
I
Ali
agree.
is the other side of things. Brother Ali is like conscious rap.
There's
like
so many
he's-
dimensions to a man.
I
Sure.
understand that,
7.
but he's in there. he's in there with like, to me, he's in there with like Common and Talib Kweli.
Yeah, but
and
to
Mos
me, he's
Def.
not. Like, he's not.
Yeah, but he's
not.
though. Like he would do shows with those dudes. He's not gonna go do a show with fucking Kevin Gates. You know what I mean? Like Kevin
No, I
Gates is doing
concur.
a show with like Plies and Boozy or whatever.
And I love Plies, too.
I know.
He has maybe one of the best bars in rap history.
What is it?
Fuck my P.O. Y'all could tell I said it. Violate me when she want. Gonna have to come catch me.
Yeah,
That's what a fucking phenomenal line that
I
is.
mean, it's really not. But I understand where you're coming from, dude. I do get
the
why
sen-
you
for
like
him,
it.
it's the sentiment more
It's
than
the
the actual
ignorance.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
rhyme
the pure
itself.
ignorance of it.
Yeah.
It has
Well,
nothing
yeah.
to do with how well crafted the
Right.
rhyme
You don't
was.
like Mos Def, though, right? Like Mos
Or
Def
P.O.
is
I'm not.
some-
Most Def's all right.
Yeah, you got Petey in your top 3, but Mos Def is all right. Like it's just weird. To
Yeah,
me.
Most Def doesn't touch Petey.
Oh my
in my book.
God, dude. Black on Both Sides is one of the greatest rap contributions. Period.
Listen,
If it was just mathematics for 16 tracks, it would still
it would
be a great album.
Yeah, but even like, dude, that album is science, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
solid, great album,
okay, whatever.
great rapper.
I don't even believe
It's no
you
crack.
anymore.
It ain't
it's
no
crack
Prince-
Volume 4.
It ain't. Yeah, it ain't no Prince of the Rock mixtape.
It's so ridiculous.
Listen.
dude. I'm happy you like Brother Ali because it shows me growth in your musical taste.
Most Def doesn't have this. It just doesn't hit the same when you're smoking Angel Dust on 5th and Indiana.
No, and
Certainly
as
does
it
not.
should,
you know?
It's
no.
probably worse in that situation to listen to Mos Def because
Yeah.
now you're thinking when you really don't want to be thinking.
No,
Yeah.
I want to be thugging.
Right.
Yeah, you're smoking
trying-
Angel Dust, you're listening to New World Water, and you're like, holy shit.
Somebody give me a pen.
Yeah. This guy's doing science. You're
got
like,
some notes.
you can like do cannabis on Angel Dust because his science doesn't make any fucking
Yeah,
sense.
Because it's
doesn't-
illogical
it doesn't
science.
add
Yeah, yeah. Well, listen, he's IBM compatible.
Yeah.
But remember, like on Enometry, when he says, if you removed all the living organisms out of the sea, wouldn't the world's ocean level decrease? That means the planet wasn't 3/4 water. And it's like, dude, you're fucking retarded, dude. There's something wrong with you. Like, you wrote that. You wrote it on a computer. You brought it into the studio.
He reread it. He spell checked it, and he was
spell
still
checked
proud of it.
And he was still proud of it. And everyone in the studio was like, damn.
Got him.
God,
Got him.
Bus,
You got him with that
I
shit.
can't wait to hear the ad libs on that one.
They actually probably were smoking PCP
Yeah,
at the
that's
time.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
cannabis is perfect for PCP.
All
'cause
the
the
money. He's
science all
got
makes
degrees
sense.
in thugonometry.
It's like
That means we can go for 24 hours without food or water at least.
yeah, dude.
Okay.
Good luck.
I mean, that's not really that hard.
I know, yeah. Well,
know?
it's
Like,
like
it's
Red
just a-
Band
it's
does
only
that
a
too.
day.
Red Band has bars that they're not even factually correct. Like he'll be like he'll say something that Cartman says and it'll be like Stan. You know what I mean? And it's
Right,
like,
right.
nah, dude.
No, you're a little bit off.
Yeah, it's not right. You're incorrect.
But
Yeah.
that goes back to the difference in their presentation because Cannabis wants to be
Yeah,
this
yeah.
super intelligent guy, and Redman just wants to be high and making you laugh.
Yeah.
Red Band's a guy in my top 5, like without a doubt.
Big Tig versus Lil Jon.
Lil Jon takes that.
I don't know. Big Tig's, he's a freestyle master.
No,
He's
not.
a freestyle
You are Big
aristocrat.
Tig, dude.
He's an
You're Big
aristocrat.
Tig.
That's why I'm telling you, he's
All right,
an
my bad.
aristocrat behind the mic.
Yeah.
Mobb Deep versus who?
Mobb Deep. Oof. Damn. I feel like you have to give him 2. Well, now there's no Prodigy, right?
Mobb
Is
Deep
Havoc
versus
still even
CNN.
on?
So since there's no Prodigy, can I do Mobb Deep versus Tribe Called Quest? Since they both have a dead member.
Yeah, holograms. But
Yeah.
yeah, but that's a weird one too because Mobb Deep is like hood shit.
It doesn't
and-
match up.
Uh-uh.
Well,
But
that's
that-
what,
but
that's
that
what I
could
thought
be
about
good-
the
that could
KRS
make for
Big
a-
Daddy Kane thing.
Right,
so
right,
they don't
right.
match up.
It's true. It's true. It's
The
true.
the non-matchup can make for a show
I
and
like-
a
I like-
you know.
I like CNN versus MOP.
Yeah, I think that's closer in catalog.
Yeah.
I think
See, my problem with MOP is like I I'm not well versed in the MOP catalog
I
so
fucking
much.
love MOP,
It's
man.
a solid catalog, but they are for sure. Why it would be tough is they're a one-trick pony.
Yeah,
Like,
they
for
do the
sure-
MOP thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear 5 songs, you heard every song.
You know
yeah.
what they're gonna. Oh, is this a song they're gonna scream on? Yeah, you can
Yeah.
be pretty sure
Is
that
this
they're
the
gonna
one where
scream.
they say First Family, or is this the one where they say Fire?
Will they be stealing things or hitting people? All right, let's play the song.
Okay, we get it. Get Adam Bill. All right. Oh man, I do love MOP. That was my
The
daughter's.
joint that they did with Styles P was one of my favorites.
MOP did a song with Styles P?
Blow. That was the hook.
Every song they have.
That was the
Yeah,
hook.
literally every song.
Yeah.
But they got joints, dude. I like 90.
I don't feel like they got joints like CNN though.
Yeah.
MOP. See, this is what would happen. Like, because so many casuals are watching a versus, all MOP has to do is
Ante
end
Up.
with Ante Up, and
Ante Up
there's no
wins.
there's no way to get around that.
But if like
Because in my book, Ante Up is really all they got on the hit market.
well, I don't know. I mean,
Like they got back, like Cold as Ice was hot,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
it didn't have
They got
like
Blue
the
Steel.
success of like
No,
Bloody Money
No. They don't.
Flatline.
Yeah,
or
they don't.
Super
How
Thug.
about some hardcore? Yeah, if you're gonna bring in Nori's catalog, or even Capone's catalog, if you're gonna bring
Capone
in,
has a catalog?
he has a catalog,
He
dude.
does.
Oh,
Listen,
okay, fair
Capone,
enough.
Capone got some joints, dude. He
Alright.
dapped me up at a Garden Variety show.
I'm not
once.
That's
mad
why
at
he's in his
Capone.
top 5.
Yeah,
Capone.
Capone number 2.
Phone Time. Capone has my undying respect for Phone Time.
Yeah, but I think Super Thug probably rides close to Ante Up.
I think so.
Yeah,
Success-wise, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
And
It's
And
a big
feel,
joint.
beat comes
vibe-wise, yeah.
It's a big joint.
So
Yeah, I'm not a big Nori fan. He was just huge in the news too for that Kanye interview.
yeah, because of Big
I didn't
Sean.
even
I
watch
didn't
it.
see it, but I heard like it was all over my feed. was
Thanks,
that
Fat
Kanye
Keller.
thing.
See, I'm glad Keller's in the building to back me up. Because one, he'll tell you that Petey is the greatest rapper ever. He'll also tell you that CNN will shit on anything that MOP puts out.
Well, he said the reunion, just that album.
The reunion. And then if you throw the War Report in the mix, she.
Remember the song on Def Jam Vendetta that stomped the shit out you? There was
Nah.
both of them. That was the
remember
shit.
that one.
CNN, what stomped the shit out you? MOP, what stomped
Real
the
quick,
shit?
going back to one,
Go ahead.
just to see what you think about it.
The Kanye interview?
Black Thought
Oh.
against Pharaoh Monch.
Pharaoh Monch hangs with Black Thought. He does hang. He's just not going to win, but that's a
Right.
good one.
Okay.
I like that one. Yeah. Because Pharaoh Monch has that intricacy. He has like that stage presence. He delivers shit appropriately. Yeah.
All right.
And then, and then he might even win it because he has Simon Says. Because what
Right.
the fuck does Black Thought have on that level?
I guess
The seed?
What you say?
Don't
say
nothing.
Listen
It's
here.
Probably, if you were just going for the success, it would be the song from Things Fall Apart. Baby, don't worry, you know that I got you. That would probably
But that
be
doesn't
the most,
hit, though.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But just as far as level of success, it
Yeah,
would probably
yeah.
be that.
Yeah.
How about DJ Clue
Oh, we're doing DJs now.
versus
Whoever he's versus wins.
Absolutely.
Cutmaster C?
I don't
only-
even know who that is, and he wins.
The only reason we even know who Clue is because he was secretly an A&R leaking records
Yeah.
before anybody else was able to leak records. He was not a good DJ. He pioneered the yelling over the song thing so he could protect the leaked records, but now so many people picked up on that trend because he was selling so well that all the DJs yell on their things. There's not a skilled, even minimally skilled DJ that couldn't beat him.
Yeah, but he's got all those joints off of the Desert Storm mixtapes.
Desert Storm and the Desert Storm mixtape.
Those Desert Storm mixtapes were so heavy at the
They
time.
were heavy. I agree with you.
I feel like Desert Storm mixtapes, right, were at the tail end of your golden era, P,
Right.
and at the front end of mine. I can remember being like 6th, 7th grade-ish, maybe, yeah, 8th, not, maybe 8th, more like 8th when Desert Storm
Yeah.
started, kind of making their way around with the, like, fabulous
Yeah.
freestyles
Joe
and shit.
Buttons, Mike Shorey.
Yeah, Mike
Yeah.
Shorey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that shit. The Grand Theft Audio joint. There were so many joints, dude.
Yeah.
I love that Desert Storm mixtape.
They threw
shit.
Paul Kane in the mix.
Paul Kane, bro.
What happened to Paul Kane?
I don't know,
He's in
man.
my top 10.
No, he's not, dude. He's
Paul
working.
Kane's like coming in at number 7 or 8
He's working at Boscov's.
for the holiday season.
The seasonal Boscov's
Yeah.
employee.
Made a
Yeah,
little
he's
present
full-
money.
Folding shirts and matching ties to him.
Oh man,
Who do you put Fab against?
Fab's a tough one.
Mace. Ooh, and
No.
they're both just sitting there and mumbling shit.
I think Fab takes Mace out easy.
I wouldn't mind
Mace,
putting
I think Mace got more hits than Fab.
big hits, yeah. Overall hits, probably not. But I would put Cameron against Fab.
Cameron beats Fab, though.
I think so, but I think that's your matchup, like
I think so.
similarly skilled artists.
I think that's a fair match. I think that you could. Yeah, I was gonna say Jewels maybe, but I think Cam is probably because Cam was like the guy in his camp. If you put Jewels against Fab, you're putting like second in command
right.
against the general. You know, you could put Jewels against Paul Kane.
I don't know. Is Jewels in your top 10? Because Paul Kane is.
Nah.
Yeah, see.
Nah, Jewels
Jewels
is not
ain't got
good.
shit on Paul Kane.
Jewels is not a good rapper, dude. In general, like he's really not that good.
Jesse James, what's up? What are you no weighing to? Jesse James gave us a no way. Something hit him, hit him that he didn't like.
About 17 seconds ago.
Paul Kane being in my top 10.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. Who would Jay-Z be a good versus with?
Jojo Pellegrino.
So that's the one guy that the Eminem matchup makes sense for
Hits.
covering the stardom of it all
Yeah.
making that a non-factor.
Yeah, or Wayne.
Yeah,
I think Wayne's better because I think Eminem is on such a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Eminem is his own entity at this point because of how many records he sold, how across the... He's the guy who had rap songs being played on rock and roll stations. Like, he's just a
So
whole...
did the Beastie Boys.
He's a whole different... So we put M versus the Beastie Boy. M versus Mike D.
the remaining Beastie
Like,
Boys.
gee, I don't know. He might be.
Beastie Boys are great, dude.
I'm party out in East Detroit.
Beastie Boys versus Run DMC. Think DMC wins that?
Beastie Boys versus DMC. Ooh. I think that comes down to who's less geriatric at this point and can really like rock the stage.
Yeah.
Whose stage presence is better?
Well, DMC's still alive, right? Darren McDaniel's still alive?
Yeah,
because he
only
was looking
Jam Master
bad
Jay
for years.
has passed.
Okay, so we still got Mixmaster Mike over there.
Yeah, so it's fair because
We're missing a
what's his
member.
name died from Beastie Boys.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was their DJ, wasn't he?
No, Mixmaster Mike's alive.
Oh. Well, we just shift a little thing.
I did a
shift some
show with
shit around.
Mixmaster Mike. It was pretty cool.
Eric Gatlin, Jay-Z versus Nas. Meh.
I think Jay-Z mops Nas.
I
'cause
think so, too.
Nas is a significantly better MC. I don't know why I
you
tripped
know
over
what?
that word.
Nas would be good
But-
with Black Thought.
But Jay-Z would bury him in that contest.
Nas
Yeah,
would be good with Black
because
Thought.
Jay-Z has so much more
Just-
commercial reach
just
and
absolutely-
hit power.
Dude, he would hit like
you
he could do 5 joints and beat Nas.
You could force limit him to only particular albums, and he would still.
I
crush.
think
Yeah.
I think Jay is probably the only one you could put up against Eminem, but I think Jay beats Eminem. Here's the thing with M, right? I think M is the top of the charts, and Jay is like the only thing that could touch him, and I think Jay beats him.
Well, Jay is like an anomaly in the fact that he's like fucking Stevie Wonder. Like he's like Michael Jackson. Like his longevity in hip hop is unmatched.
Unparalleled.
Yeah, that's a word too.
Yeah.
Any of these words will work here.
Yes.
He's Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
He's doing this.
That
for,
word works as well.
he's Stevie Wonder.
Wonderful. He's wonderful.
He's just been doing it like he's
Wonderish.
He's had
Wonder-like.
one direction.
Wonderlust.
One
I
D.
agree.
Wonder
But yeah,
Dog.
He's just been at it for so long.
Who's the Wonder Dog in that matchup?
The Wonder Dog. H Moneybags.
From Under Cheese.
Okay. Agreed. How about Dragon?
Drag-On.
Dragon versus
The
who?
waterproof
H Moneybags.
MC.
H Moneybags versus Dragon. Dragon wins. Dude.
Yeah.
Easy.
Who could Drag go against?
Memphis Bleak.
Okay. I'm open to it.
That's about the right.
Yeah, let's do
tier.
some more D level ones. 'cause
Yeah.
that's
Those
more
are
fun.
the funny ones, right?
Yeah.
I think you put Drag On against, see, in my mind, I'm looking at a map of New York trying
Exhibit.
to find.
How about Exhibit versus Dragon? That's a good one.
Exhibit would bury him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Exhibit
guess
would
early
bury
catalog,
him,
like
yeah.
Paparazzi, he
Yeah.
just kills it.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't see.
But this is
I don't see a pathway.
this is your golden era.
yeah.
This is your golden era
I
because
don't-
Exhibit stretches further into the
definitely
golden
does.
era
Yeah,
than
for
Drag
sure.
On does.
Well, his earlier shit was he had good rap songs
Right.
early on. And the one that stands out to me is paparazzi because
course.
that's what just stands out to me.
Because of
But
that beat.
I like X.
Do y'all wiggies bust your guns? Hell yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
bust
bust
our
our
guns.
guns.
Do you fuck them till they come? Damn right, we make them come. We from the north, south, east, west.
Rough Riders gonna
I don't
show
think you're
y'all
making the
niggas
point
who
you think you're
rides the
making.
best in the late night. Me and my hoes, say night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, remember?
Who's the other dude who was with him? They had another fucking noodle who was only on that joint.
I don't remember.
It was
some Rough Riders.
Yeah, it was
sellout
some
guy.
rough. Oh man, I wish I could remember who it was.
How about Dragon versus Master P? Master P wins, right?
Master P is just under that Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne tier.
Oof.
Dragon's nowhere near that tier.
But Master P's joints though are pretty whack.
I don't disagree with you, but overall we're talking like his overall fame and popularity. He's in that second tier down.
How about No Limit versus Cash Money?
I think Cash Money
Cash
takes
Money
that.
wins, right?
Yeah. Because Cash Money has Drake.
All right,
and
what
so-
if we do? No, we're just sticking straight Cash.
No Young Money? Okay.
How about Flip Mode Squad versus Def Squad?
Oh, Def Squad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because Def Squad you get Keith Murray and Redman.
Well, don't you get Lady of Rage? Isn't that Flip Mode?
No, Lady of Rage is Dre's guy. Flip Mode is
you're right.
Rod Digger.
Rod Digger, my bad.
You get Rod Digger and Busta, and then what are you doing? So let's Busta and Redman are going to be bumping heads
Right.
in this, and then Keith Murray against Rod Digger. I don't think that's an even matchup.
Yeah, Keith Murray wins.
And then where do you go from there?
I don't know.
Right.
Eric Sermon versus Spliffstar.
Yeah, and Eric Sermon has not great rhymes, but
Who the fuck
consistent.
is on? Is Lord of Mercy on fucking Flip Mode?
Young one.
And what's his name?
Oh, Young One. Yeah.
What's his name? Rampage.
Rampage, the last
yeah.
Boy
Yeah,
Scout.
yeah.
Versus
Rampage.
Young One.
Yeah. No. Oh, that would work. Yeah. We'll do that on the other one. Yeah.
Rampage
that'll
has the one good song, and that's it.
All right. What do we got?
work. Nah.
Now that we got all of our verses figured out.
Okay.
We're getting Swizz paid.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I guess got two. All right. They're
All
easy ones.
All right.
Would you rather know all the secrets of the Pentagon or the Vatican?
Well, I'm going Pentagon, right? Because if you ask me, as a righteous man, the Vatican was founded upon religion, which might just be bullshit.
Right.
You know, the Pentagon they got some information on some things that I could get real paid in QAnon websites, like being a Pentagon secret teller. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, if I came out with, like, if I had all Pentagon secrets, I could print up, get the documents. I'll start getting paid by selling those stories.
Yeah, but
And that's really what all, let me ask you this, come back to for me, is
Yeah.
which
Money.
one can get
How
me
do I get
paid.
money?
the Pentagon is kind of just. I guess they're both global.
Yeah, but the Pentagon is also global, but you got to, like, the Vatican. Well, so the Vatican could be good because it goes back so much further. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
you
I
get
think
some
they're
historical.
more in touch with some kind of esoteric knowledge at the basis of the Vatican than you are
You have
in
to
the
believe.
Pentagon.
You got to believe that esoteric knowledge
Well,
is
not
realistic.
not necessarily, because if we're talking about the secrets of the Vatican,
Right.
there's certainly the potential that the secret is that they've known that it's bullshit all along.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're pulling off this whole, what you think is the
But then-
Illuminati is the Catholic Church.
Yeah, but I feel like if you came out with the secrets of the Pentagon,
Right.
you could be hailed as a hero.
Right.
If you come out with the secrets of the Vatican and say that it's all bullshit, the people who are Vatican followers are gonna fucking want to hang you out they're gonna want to crucify you.
Well, there's going to be a lot of Americans that are going
Yeah.
to want to crucify you for leaking the Pentagon
It's the
stuff.
same on both
because
sides, I think.
you're endangering them. And you're right. There's going to be a bunch of people, but there's also I feel as though in this day and age there are a lot of people that would just like to once and for all kind of end religion as a
Construct.
construct, right? Fine, you have your religious spirituality, but they don't like the whole there's buildings that don't
Organized.
pay taxes and these people are manipulating and taking advantage. So I think there's a good faction of people that would take to those secrets, and they might outnumber the people who would be, vehemently against
it.
what you're doing.
I'm not against that.
But I would want the secrets of the Pentagon, because I think over the course of things, even if I'm not selling them for money, I think the secrets of the Pentagon are more tangible and applicable than what I might come across. Because if they're doing their religion in good faith, I think we know like a good portion of their secrets anyway. Like
Yeah.
I don't. What are you gonna find? You're gonna find out there's more kid touching than you thought there was.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I think.
But that's the thing. The secrets are so secret. We have no idea what they could be.
Right. They got to be a step below that.
Yeah, I would think that the evilness associated, just from my outside perspective, I would think that the evilness to do with the Vatican is probably of a more superior nature than the evilness of the Pentagon.
You're
just
probably right.
at it going at it.
The Pentagon probably at worst is a lot of, we knew they were going to die, but we did it anyway.
Yeah, or like going back to your point about, the origins. You know what I mean? If we're going all the secrets, we're going back like if by chance the Catholic religion is this controlling devil worshipping group, that opens up a huge box.
Right.
As opposed to the Pentagon does things that are false flags, or they do this or they do that, or they're fucking whatever. I think I go Vatican.
Okay.
I think just because it's a huge. First of all, to Cove's point, it goes back way further than the Pentagon does. You might actually find out secrets of the Pentagon by finding out secrets of the Vatican.
Certainly possible.
And then you're just opening up a lot. To me, it just the evilness of our country is kind of inherent. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? And I'm going to believe what I believe either way. But that it would be more. I would wake up more to things about religion, I think, if it was like
Jesse James says, if you take the Pentagon, you're gonna learn a whole bunch about aliens.
He also might be saying if you take the Vatican, you learn about aliens.
Yeah.
Extraterrestrials.
We're not really sure.
Yeah.
Extraterrestrials, guys.
Yes. Yeah.
2021.
Jesse James, we're gonna forgive you for using that term because I don't think you were here 4 episodes ago, but they get offended when you use the A word. We refer to them as extraterrestrials.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds crazy to you right now, but if you go back a couple episodes, it's pretty hilarious.
I think as long as Demi Lovato doesn't hear us, we should be okay.
No.
Well, it's about.
I don't want to hear it either.
The overall perception. I
Yeah.
think, terrestrial.
If you drop the A word in quiet, does that mean you didn't drop the A word?
Yeah,
You know?
I think it's
Like a
fun
tree
to say
falling.
all the words. You know what I mean? And then you learn from them or whatever. But I'm never saying the A word ever again. All right.
I'm glad you caught it because I almost slipped.
This one's a stupid one. I know. Well, you did, but it's okay.
All right.
This one's dumb. Would you rather be stronger than the average person or smarter than the average person? You don't care. It's a dumb one, right?
I'll go third.
Okay. No one cares. It's a dumb one. I should have led with this one.
I would take stronger. I'm reasonably aware of what it might be like to be smarter than the average person, and it's very worthless and painful.
This guy. Look how pompous.
I know.
Pompous
I know that's
was.
what you're gonna say, but
Ugh.
yeah, I'd much rather be stronger.
Yeah, I'm gonna go stronger.
It's more applicable. Again, more applicable in the real world.
I think.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it's more applicable to be smarter, especially in this day
Well,
and
we're
age.
only dealing with smarter
than
or
average.
stronger than the average.
Yeah, it's not even. It's not like you're super brilliant or Mr. Olympia. You're just better than the C-level students.
Yeah,
Here's the
you're right.
problem. Here's the problem, is that should I have to pick one of those, I have to forfeit the other one.
Is that the rule?
Well, no.
it's either
As
one or
my
the
life
other.
goes right now, if I pick stronger than the average person, I feel like that means I'm forfeiting the other one.
Well, that's why you got to pick the other one because you already are. I would
I'll pick
venture
neither.
to guess that you're already stronger than the average person.
And I will venture to tell you that I'm also smarter than the average bear. So it leaves me in a shit spot
Yeah,
either which way.
You might as well. That's why you went third.
I'll go ahead and do the same thing that I like to do often on Would You Rather,
Neither.
and I'll take neither.
A choice that wasn't offered.
I'll take C, please.
All right. So after, that's all I got.
Okay.
After the, I wanted to go cars, so we're
After
going to
the
do that
holiday.
next week. Okay?
No, we're
We're
not
gonna
going cars.
We're doing cars next week. Okay, so I'm giving you ample time, a whole week to
So
discuss
what are we doing
on
today?
your exact. So what it's going to be next week, just so we're all on the same page, it'll be the year, the car, and the color. Your all-time D block.
Also, do you know that I really don't ever care what the D block is, but I just see you argue with
Just like
me,
to be
so I just
argumentative.
keep arguing with you.
I have two responsibilities, dude. There, let me ask you this in D block.
No,
okay?
you're in
No,
the
no.
captain's chair. This entire
whole
show
thing is
your
yours.
responsibility.
And you
kinda-
also have
steered
to
it
rap.
today. I steered it, I think.
Yeah, and you also have to rap.
I
I'm
think
just here to
we'll
steer.
figure it out off air, maybe on the online. But if we're going to do the cars thing, you should put some level of parameters on it. You can only spend X amount of money, something like that. Just to limit it to just, it's not every $1 million car that was ever made. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm not going to pick every.
Yeah, I'm not picking
I'm not
$1 million
picking no
cars.
$1 million
Okay.
cars.
I'm not picking no supercars. I'm
picking
picking like
cars that I
really
want.
attainable cars that
I'll
I
tell
can
you
get.
what-
Yeah.
Bunch of different years of Silverados.
I'm going to tell you my number one right now. It's a 1996 twin turbo T-top Nissan 300ZX.
That's not a terrible choice.
I'm going to tell you mine right now.
Good.
1994 aqua green
Dually cab.
Ford Taurus.
You might have got me there.
I think we can make that happen.
I've-
You got to wear your soccer socks in it, though. That's the
I
rules.
would wear nothing but.
Grass stained
And
Newtown.
with a Rams hat.
Yeah. There it is. All right, so
If you listened on Friday, you'd see how funny that joke
if the
was.
fucking show was out, I would have.
We like to pace ourselves.
Yeah, good. Well, I don't.
People
So,
need to recover from the live before
I
they get
listened
into
to
the
Theo
recording.
Von and Jim Cornette experience today. Thanks a lot, guys.
Who's Jim Cornette?
Jim Cornette is the
the-
greatest wrestling announcer that,
Oh,
or
yeah.
wrestling manager that's
Nothing
ever
I
lived.
care about.
Or one of the top 3 wrestling announcers
He
that ever
ain't,
lived.
he ain't fucking
I got-
the Paul Bearer, bro.
No, he's better than Paul Bearer. He might not be
He's not
Paul
Bobby the
Dangerously. He might not be Bobby the Brain Heenan. He might not even be Jimmy Hart.
He's better than Jimmy Hart because Jimmy Hart, again, one trick pony. Just
Bobby
one
the
thing.
Brain is it.
Yeah.
Bobby the
Oh, yeah.
Brain is probably the only one over Jim Cornette.
I don't even know why. I should have just let that. I just should have let it slide.
So let's just do me and you. Let's just do our D block real quick.
Go ahead. I'll sit
on
back.
wrestling
Bobby the
managers.
Brain,
Okay.
Mr. Fuji, Jimmy the Heart.
No.
Oh, he brought out the
Mr.
machines and everything,
Fuji?
of course. He was the first real underhanded guy.
Oh. Maybe the Sheik.
And then Lita when she used to come out with the
No.
whatchamacallit, the Hardy
If you're
Boys.
gonna give a woman any of this, it has to either
It's gotta
be
be Scary Sherry.
well. I'm gonna go Missy Hyatt,
Okay.
and then if we're gonna go more recent, I'm
Sonny.
gonna go Sonny. Yeah, because Sonny was
Naked.
legit. Well, no, she brought a lot to the table, as far as she was a real wrestling mark. You know.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Bobby the Brain, and then it's Jim Cornette.
You more angry now or when I talked about the freedom of speech thing?
I'm just listening, babe. I'm learning.
And then I'm going Paul Heyman, number 3.
That's fair.
And especially his,
I'm not gonna knock Paulie
his
dangerously ever.
recent stuff, and I haven't watched a lot of it, but I watch his like recaps and stuff, and
Yeah.
he's fucking phenomenal. He's Robert De Niro level acting in a wrestling form. So
He was the heart and soul of ECW, and ECW to me is what PD Crack is to Sean.
yeah, ECW to me is the same.
Yeah.
ECW is what made me love wrestling, and I think its Philly connection had a lot to do with that, but
Sure.
also the hardcore connection. So, in the realm of the last,
Sorry.
what happened?
Nothing, we're good.
Just checking.
Okay, just making sure it's
Make
working.
sure we got the audios.
Okay.
Because this is the important part.
Yeah. So the D block.
I'm
after,
not saying I'm an orphan. I'm not saying I never had breakfast.
What the fuck was that,
That's
dude?
just
Island
one of the
Boys.
greatest sound clips of all time.
I'm so sorry.
You want to
dude.
hear it again?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm an orphan. I'm not saying I never had breakfast.
He's
I'm not saying he's-
any of that.
I'm not saying I'm an orphan. I'm not saying I never had breakfast.
Oh, okay. And who's saying that?
Some guy who's not an orphan.
Okay.
Or who's also very hungry.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. So yeah. So what has it been like 2 weeks of digging through our kids' Halloween candy?
Yeah, about a week, yeah.
Yeah, or whatever. A week.
Yeah.
One week and
Time
one
is
day.
an illusion.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's right. It's
We're
not
all
real.
living. It's not real. All right. This is all not real. It'll be a
It's
real
trilinear.
a real simple one, or there will be no arguments about our D block of candy, preferably Halloween candy.
Okay.
Well, most all candy can be
Halloween
Halloween
candy.
candy.
Yeah. But there's like if there was a list of what I've been digging out of my daughter's Halloween candy, it's a different list of my all-time candy.
Gotcha.
What I've been digging out, well, I just get this out there. Peanut butter M&Ms are my shit. Never tried them before. They were handing them out. Peanut butter M&Ms are
good.
legit. The Snickers.
AC Slater
yeah,
style.
Dude,
I was going
see
to say,
man.
you all right?
You look like
Back
Britney
hurting?
Spears at the Grammys or something, dude.
On the Fonzie chair?
yeah.
It's AC Slater
I know
style,
it's
bro,
AC
because I'm about
Slater.
to get serious.
I got
okay.
a shorty hit me with an AC Slater one time. It was good times, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Whatever it goes.
I'll hit you with an AC Slater.
But listen, I don't know
A
if I'm
double
ready.
leg takedown.
Okay.
He's a wrestler.
All right,
was.
gotcha. All right. The Snickers brownie bar is fucking legit. That's something I
Yeah.
never had before. That
Okay.
was really
Yeah,
good.
this isn't working.
And
I'm too unflexible.
what else did I have that was really
My
good?
legs are too buff to be that
That
flexible.
was recent. I don't know.
Because you're stronger than the average person.
That's it, Daddy.
I don't know. I don't know what else was good.
I'm not
Okay.
stronger than the Jedi though, but I'm working on
Go
it.
ahead, Payday. Your all-time favorite candies.
All right. So what I did was, because I assumed that since you guys had this candy topic for Halloween, that like there was like this core group that everybody's going to have on their list. So I tried to go tier 2.
Go outside the box.
So I don't have the Reese cup. I don't have the Snickers things. I moved.
I don't have either one of them either.
I'm just saying. I moved to the next level, a little more obscure stuff.
Okay.
And my Jadakiss is lemon heads. Lemon heads are fantastic.
Okay.
My next one down, Chic, is the blow pops. They give you the blow pops, specifically the sour apple and the watermelon, but
Yeah.
any of the blow pops.
Watermelon's good.
Then I'm moving down to the Sour Patch Kids, the little pack of Sour Patch Kids. It's not enough Sour Patch Kids, but it's good.
Yeah.
And then my whatchamacallit
J-Hood.
is the $100,000 Grand Bar.
Yeah, that used to be an all-time
Bro.
favorite of mine was the 100 gram bar.
No payday bar?
No, I reserve that. I don't want to eat those. I got my name on them. I'm not going
Fair
to fuck
enough.
around.
Yeah, I hear you.
Are they giving you royalties on those or
Not
what?
that they know
That's
of.
fucked up.
Cove, you ready yet or no? Batting third?
No, I mean I'll go, I guess.
All right.
I guess. I did go your regular tier because you cannot beat a classic Reese cup.
You can't. It's tough.
You know what I mean? Like
It's
to
really
me,
tough.
the idea the man who created the idea of chocolate and peanut butter inside of one bite-sized morsel
Yeah.
is a goddamn genius.
Yeah. Should be celebrated annually. We should
would
have a
it
day.
blow
for
We
that.
should have Reese cup day.
Would
should.
it blow you away to know that he was Mr. Reese?
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about it? God bless Mr. Reese. What's his first name?
PC.
He was probably married to Miss Mars.
H.B. Reese.
Oof. He just sounds like a fucking.
That's a very depression name.
He sounds like an intellectual.
Yeah.
You know.
I was either going to jump out a window or create the Reese cup.
It's also a very depression candy,
It
like
is,
a depression.
it is.
Like, hey,
How do we get
what?
some protein in here?
Well, it's like because you got to think we weren't having there was no Sour Patch Kid. Like they weren't having that type of
No.
candy. They had like chocolate, and that was about it. So you could mix and match things with chocolate, and he came up with peanut butter, and God bless him for it.
So from what I understand, when they first came out, they were like a penny a piece.
Yeah.
But a penny was a lot of money, and it was really only for the fancy people to buy the Reese cups.
Yeah, makes sense. It's kind of a delicacy.
Yeah,
It is.
It is.
So Reese's Cup, without a doubt, my number one.
The peanut butter in a Reese's cup is top tier peanut
You
butter.
can't get that. I'm going to tell you the one place that you can find that same peanut butter on commissary. Gloucester County Commissary sells you squeeze packs of peanut butter that are like they look like a Go-Gurt. You know what I mean? Like a long tube. And I don't remember what the brand is, but it is damn near the exact same peanut butter as you get in a Reese cup.
They sell that now. You can get Reese's peanut butter.
It's not the same.
It's not.
No, because they don't step on it like they do for the peanut butter that's in the peanut butter cups.
No, it's not.
So the peanut butter in the peanut butter cups is like
cut.
peanut butter, and then it's cut with powdered sugar and something else, and that's why it's got like that consistency that it
Yeah,
has.
like it's
That
because it's not
grittiness.
really chunky peanut butter, but it's chunky.
Yeah.
So
it's like icing.
Yeah, it is. It's like buttercream icing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's stepped on before you get it. So what's in the jar is more. You got to make it yourself.
I'll lose a foot. Let's go.
Okay. My number 2 is Starburst, but not just any Starburst.
Pink and red.
The Favor Reds. The Favor Reds pack. Now, I've always been a fan of the big Favor Reds pack. This year is the first year that I saw
The mini.
they give you the 2-pack of just the Reds because really, what the fuck else do you need besides the pink and the red?
Yeah.
Right.
So the Favor Reds come with pink and red.
Yeah, or 2 red or 2 pink.
Okay.
So that's strawberry and cherry, right?
I believe so.
Pink and red is where it's at. You can always find a whole plethora, I can use it again, of yellow and orange.
And nobody fucking wants them.
Nobody wants that shit.
I
dude.
never eat a yellow Starburst. Never.
I'll eat a yellow with a red, and I'll turn on Hulk Hogan theme music while I do it.
Fair enough. You should turn on Macho Man because it's Slim Jim colors.
Yeah, I guess so. But who?
You think that was like a shot? Like Macho Man was
Do you-
trying to throw a
dude,
shot at Hulk
there-
Hogan by using his colors?
There is legitimate heat between those two. Like
Yeah.
legit. Like fucking
Well,
Hulk.
was.
Well, yeah. Hulk was hanging out with.
Macho Man's
Elizabeth.
wife.
Yeah.
Miss Elizabeth.
A bunch of weird stuff happened there. And Macho Man later in his career wanted to have a shoot fight with Hulk Hogan, like legitimately.
Well,
and Macho Man's the real deal. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
I think when they're both dead and we really get to dig into all that, I think what we're going to really find out is that Macho Man was fucking out of his mind, and none of the shit that he thought was happening was even remotely happening.
Yeah, probably not. Even the Dark Side of the Ring even illuminated that a little bit. And
Isn't
he
he
was
from
on
Florida?
cocaine and steroids.
Yeah, so, I mean, that really says it all. He's on cocaine and steroids, and he's from Florida.
Yeah,
Right.
but Hogan is one of the epitome of one of the most narcissistic, lie-telling pieces of shit human beings that there could ever be.
He
I
absolutely
thought
is.
he had a good stroke game when I watched the sex tape.
Yeah, I didn't watch the sex tape because it wasn't up my alley.
I'm into old men.
Yeah.
Yeah. In shape. Like, that's
Yeah,
going to be
fit.
me soon.
Yeah, fit old man. That's what I got to look forward to.
Fuck Hulk Hogan. Go ahead.
I'm going with so I'm a big fan of red Chewy, right?
Okay.
Like I usually don't go any other color. Every once in a while I do blue chew, but red Chewy candies is mostly the direction that I'm with.
Okay.
However, they don't have the big red Laffy Taffy. Like you never get those, right?
Yeah.
The long big red Laffy Taffy. You do get the banana mini Laffy Taffies, which are a treat in themselves.
100%.
And I think that's my number 3.
Number 3, going banana Laffy Taffy. I do like the Laffy Taffy. I like the pink one, which I guess is the watermelon one. Is that
I like the
watermelon?
pink one. I like all the Laffy Taffies. They're all good.
But the
Yeah.
banana is like
It's there.
upper tier.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I like Airheads more than I like Laffy Taffies, dude.
I think the banana also plays like for a box of they're not nerds. What are they called? Where like each one is a different runts.
Yeah.
The banana in the runts is far superior too.
So I want to throw some vanilla in there, in some fashion. So I'm going to give you 2 J Hoods
Okay.
because it's a toss-up. You could either go with the vanilla Tootsie Roll, which
I've
is
never had it.
In the blue wrapper.
Yep.
Oh, is that like just a regular taffy?
No.
It's like a Tootsie Roll.
It comes in the same little small wrapper, but they have flavors. Like there's lime ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I don't
and they
know.
just come in different colored wrappers.
Yeah.
And that's how you know which one
They
you
got
get.
Oh my
fruit
God.
ones. I never really fuck with any of the flavors except for original and vanilla. And the vanilla I like better than the original. Or if you want a little bit of vanilla but you want to keep your chocolate with it, you go Charleston Chew.
My guy.
Charleston Chew, I was heavy on. I can't believe I forgot Butterfingers, god damn it.
Charleston Chew, 100%. Right there on my list. I skipped
I
it
know.
over for the 100,000 grand, but absolutely the Charleston Chew. The Charleston Chew is the one candy bar because it's not everywhere. Like you forget, and then you see it, and you're like, fuck, I need that again.
And I forgot Chico Sticks.
Oh, Chico Sticks are good.
They're like a Butterfinger, but better because you don't have to fucking nibble the chocolate off to get to the peanut
To
butter
get to the
part.
important part.
Anyway, give us your D.
Did you have 2 J Hoods?
I had like 7 right there. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
I gave you a couple to run with.
All right, mine's not boring, I think.
Aye.
Number 1 all-time favorite candy that I've always... Well, actually, it used to be... Oh, wow, I don't have a J Hood.
I'll give you one.
No, I'll get one.
He's
Worry
got some
about
left.
So, my number 3 used to be my number 1, but I grew up. So my number 1 is Milky Way, and I'm a
Okay.
huge fan of nougat. And then you got the caramel and the chocolate. I'm not big on crunchy candy bars. Snickers is not in my top 10 because I don't like crunchy candy bars. I don't like a Baby Ruth. I don't like a big crunchy candy bar unless it's something like a 100-gram bar, which is just like whatever, like the
Like,
rice.
It dissolves with the bar instead of being an extra thing that
I'm
you have
not
to
big
chew.
on crunchy in general. I don't like crunchy peanut butter. I like smooth things. Anyway, this goes against what I'm saying right here. My number 2, which is my recent favorite. My recent favorite being Kit Kat.
Okay.
Love a Kit Kat bar.
That's a very grown choice.
It wasn't something that I liked as a kid, but as an adult, Kit Kat and Reese's are the 2 things that I seek out probably the most.
Very mature candies.
Yeah? Kit
Yeah,
Kat?
I think so.
Okay.
I think a Kit Kat, I think a Reese's as well.
Ooh, I got my
I think
got
it's
my
a
J-Hood.
masculine candy. 73% masculine to be exact.
That's
Cool.
big. That's high on the list.
That is good.
Kit Kat right up there with it.
My number 3, which used to be my number 1 until I grew in the Milky Ways, is again for the nougat and the soft, is the Three Musketeers bar. Big on the Three Musketeers bar. When we were doing Halloween trick-or-treat candy, I was telling
That's what you
Dahlia,
were looking for.
gun for those Three Musketeers. We're talking
Yeah.
silver wrappers, red, white, and blue on it. I want that in my mouth.
Yeah, yeah. Because you're a patriot.
Yeah, I'm a patriot. And there's 3 of us. You know what I mean? It was really just a tribute to the gig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
fair
the tool
enough.
shit. Anyway.
True, touche.
And then my J Hood is a weird one, but I'm gonna go with it because I'm like, oh man, I just thought about Milo cups, and I really like Milo cups.
But you never get them for Halloween. Like, hey,
But
don't
why
get it
would
for
you?
Halloween.
But why would you call a Mallow cup a Milo cup?
I'm a big. If you notice, I do a lot of soft A's when they should be hard A's. Like it's never Brianna, it's always Brianna. Even if they correct me and say it's Brianna, I will always say Brianna. I
Okay.
say grass as opposed to grass.
That's your British lineage
Grass.
bleeding through.
Something's going on. I'm very
Grass.
soft A's.
Grass.
I don't know what it is. I was raised correct.
Don't step on the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
there's a big Philly thing with like the hard, annoying A's.
So
and
you
it
went the
bothers
other
me.
way.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
gotta go the other way. Soft A's everywhere.
Being that, like the Philly was the original home of the Revolution, you decided to rebel against it and go British.
If it's gonna go, like if her name is Anna, I'll do Anna. But if it's Ariana, it's Ariana.
Mm-hmm.
It's
What if her name's Michelle?
It's Michael.
Okay.
Because we all know she had
The
a
truth,
penis.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's a fucking man if I ever seen one.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. I think that if we would have celebrated him as the first black gay president, we would have had like everything knocked out of the box at once. My 4th is going to be Mounds.
All right.
Way better than Almond Joy.
Yeah,
Because Almond Joy has nuts.
Yeah, I don't like
And
the
Mounds
nuts.
don't.
Yeah.
So when I was eating them with my daughter, I didn't get any Mounds because nobody fucking likes Mounds.
No.
Yeah.
But Almond Joys
Because
are
of
out
the dark
there.
chocolate.
Yeah,
That's the
I
problem.
like dark
But
chocolate.
once you get past the dark chocolate, you get all that coconut goodness.
The coconut's really good, but why can't the Almond Joy is milk chocolate? Why can't the Mounds be milk chocolate?
They should make both. They should also make a white chocolate coconut. Because why not?
I
Even
get
though
down with
white
that.
chocolate's not white chocolate, it's not
In the
chocolate.
same fairness.
I
yeah.
do like white chocolate. Oh, you know what
And
else
call it
I
the
like?
professor.
White chocolate peanut butter cups?
I gotta put a caveat in. I also like the cookies and cream. The
Hershey's cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
that is
I
good.
fox with them. I fox with them.
I'm not big on the candies that aren't chocolate. I'm not big. Sour Patch Kids are dope. Fuck with them. But as far and watermelon Jolly Ranchers are the boy. But aside from that, I'm not big on things.
You ever
that
have
aren't
the
chocolate.
Chewy Jolly Ranchers?
I don't like them.
Oh, they're bangers.
I don't like
They
'em.
blow Star Wars out of the water.
All right, so if that's... See, I'm comparing them to regular Jolly Ranchers, and that's why I don't like them. Maybe
I like
if
them better
compare
than
'em-
regular.
Maybe if I compare them to Starburst, they
Yeah.
might come out on
Oh,
top.
they're better than
I feel like
Starburst.
it's just destined to fuck up your teeth. A chewy Jolly Rancher.
All this shit is destined to fuck up your
This
teeth.
is true, but I feel like
entirety
chocolate
of
kind of
its job.
falls out of it.
I already
you know
got
what I mean?
fucked up teeth. I'm
I
not
hear
trying
you.
to eat too much more
Got
candy.
like 7 left.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I got the
about
front.
9.
I'm hanging on to the front. If I lose those, I'm fucking toast.
Yeah, they're doing implants like $600 a pop, dude. I might get a couple of them. Saw a place near me.
How much? What's 32 times 6?
I don't know, man. A
Let's
lot.
change all of these fucking chompers out.
Yeah, I want all gold ones.
I mean, listen,
Yeah,
since
you have to at that point. Once
yeah.
you get the implants,
they're
either
like
gold
$3,000
or
now.
platinum.
Well,
Yeah.
$1,200 to $3,000 a tooth. There's a couple I want to get gold though.
yeah, I think when the gig pops, I'll buy you gold teeth.
There you go.
Man, that's all I want.
I'm
Got
coming.
that on
I'm
tape
getting
now.
fucking. I'm getting. You better fucking believe if we get that $120 million Spotify deal, I'm coming. Daddy's coming home with the ill grill.
Yeah, I might
I'm
get
getting
like.
a Paul Wall grill at that point.
Yeah, I might do like something cool, like a topaz and rose gold type. Throw them off a little bit. You know what I mean? Something cool and funky.
I'm gonna do black diamonds to make it look like my grill is rotted, like the teeth behind it. You know what I mean? I wanted to touch back on mounds
Okay.
because I have a little bit of a confession that I want to make here.
Oh,
So I was working on a kitchen, maybe 2 or 3 weeks back.
okay.
They had an unopened bag of shaved coconut.
Just the coconut, like
Just
for
the
cooking.
shaved coconut,
Okay.
yeah. And I saw it, and it was staring me in the face all day, and I was trying to be strong. I was trying to be strong and hang on to my morals and values. Like, I don't ever steal from a customer. Never. Never. I would never think of it.
Right.
I did once when I was 18 and I was on drugs working for somebody else, but now I would never do that.
You're above
Right.
that.
But all fucking day long,
That coconut was calling you.
that coconut was whispering in my ear. Psst,
I'm already shaved.
I haven't
That was the joke of the night. How's it going?
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know, but this isn't the time. I'm at work.
All right.
And then she said,
Text me back later.
the shaved thing.
Yeah.
And I said, stop it, you're bad.
Yeah.
She was like, I know, but I'm so good. And I was like, yeah, you are very good.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm going home to my wife.
Yeah.
And I left, and I went home to my wife.
And you thought about the coconut the whole time.
I was making love to my wife.
That's what I mean.
Thinking about coconuts.
And I was screaming out coconut. And she thought I had relapsed. I didn't. I had just been thinking about the coconut. The next day, I show up at work. She's still there.
I got a confession, too. The other day, I'm at
And
work.
I couldn't make it past lunch.
Oh, you're not done.
I opened that coconut bag
Oh.
and ate it by the handful.
Oh, my God. And just
After
left it there
handful.
like that?
Did you replace it the next day at least?
After handful.
How many handfuls? Like 3?
Like half the bag.
Oh, my God. And just left it like that?
No, I got rid of it.
Smart.
Oh.
I got
Maybe
rid
they'll
of the
forget that it
evidence.
was even there.
Yeah.
So either they, just think they misplaced their coconut,
Right.
or they put the reality together that their contractor is a friggin' weirdo and stole their bag of shaved
Listen,
coconut.
Sean, here's your check. You'll notice that it's $2.85 short for the coconut
we
you
know.
took.
We know you took the coconut.
The
We
other-
saw
We
you
have
on
cameras.
we saw you on the ring cam with shaved
Just
coconut in your
burying-
mustache.
Stripping off your chin.
Yeah. They come home and I just got a couple shaved pieces in the mustache.
Do you smell tropical?
The other day, I'm sweeping this lady's chimney. She's on the phone in the room, and it's the day or 2 days after Halloween, and I grabbed a Kit Kat from the candy thing that was out in the open.
Let me go check that out.
So you got the Kit Kat that was already open.
No, well, the bowl of candy was sitting there, so I grabbed one of them, and then I moved on and turned my vacuum on,
Right.
and then ate the Kit Kat.
With the noise.
With the
So
noise
they
going.
wouldn't hear it, and then you just suck up the wrapper.
Yeah. No. I should have. That would have made more sense. I
Get rid of the evidence.
I put it in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, that's not gonna cut it. I need to get a couple more.
It's a small. It's the Halloween one, right?
So I
it's
went
like a
back.
half of a quarter of
Yeah,
of a
it's
bar.
the tiniest Kit
Yeah.
Kat you've ever seen in your life. So I went back. I grabbed.
Somebody threw this through our front window.
No
It's
way.
just like your dog.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. So then I went and grabbed 3 more. Right. So I'm walking from. It's in the living room, or it's in the dining room on the dining room table. This bowl of candy that was presumably out for kids.
Right.
Right. So now I'm about 4 in. You know what I mean? I got all the wrappers in my pocket.
You're almost up to an actual Kit Kat bar.
Then this woman comes out of her office, which is catty corner to right behind where the chimney is. So she's back here in the hallway in her office with a open glass door. And she gets out and talks to her son, who is directly in front of my table. So the table is back here. The son's room is there. I don't know that there's a son in there. The son's sitting in his bed directly in front of me. And
Just
now
watching you munch.
Watching you steal
I'm
candy.
shitting bricks because all I did was take. I mean, honestly,
Well, you think the boy's gonna rat you out for 4 Kit Kats?
I wanted to give him a look like, "Don't you motherfucking say something about me taking them Kit Kats."
Do you think anybody cared that you took the Kit Kats?
No, but if you have somebody in your house, I'm trying to have a good reputation and do good guy things. You know what I mean? The right thing to do would be like, "Hey, I'm dying for one of these Kit Kats. Can I please have?" And then they would have been like, "Oh yeah, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Of course,
So-
have a bowl."
So, but that bowl is out, right? Like you didn't go in their cabinet and get it.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
And
no,
that,
it's a legal move. If
that-
there's a candy
that
bowl
bowl
out,
feels like it's an offer.
yeah.
Yeah,
That-
a little bit.
Like it doesn't even. Did it even have a lid on it or anything
No,
like
no,
that?
no.
Okay.
It was just open, but
No,
it
that
was
was-
away from the chimney. It wasn't like I walked
No,
by it. I had to
right.
I had to backtrack to get it.
Okay.
And then later realized that this kid's sitting in his bed with the door wide open
How
in
old's the
direct
kid?
line.
Watching
like
you traipse
8.
through the house.
But like I felt like he was gonna say something. Like she was like, "Oh, you look like." She said something like, "Oh, you look like you're on your way out the door," and he was just like nothing. And I was just like sitting there. I had like fucking. I think legitimately I had one in my mouth at the point with my mask on.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, good
Just
times,
heading
dude.
out. Lou G's trying to shove candy down our throats, that son of a bitch.
What's he got?
He's got a whole bowl. He's like, hey, eat some of that candy. I'm like, all right, cool, thanks. I
he got in
haven't
there?
ate any pieces. And
Does he
then
have crackle
he's like,
in
did
there?
you eat some of that candy? I'm like, no, not yet. He asks me every day. He wants us to eat the candy so
Right.
that he
So-
doesn't
so
eat
he
the
doesn't.
candy.
I get it.
Yeah.
What kind of candy you got?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not falling for your tricks, Louis G.
You got
We're
Hershey's
done with
with
your
almonds?
shenanigans.
I don't know what he has. I don't even look.
Crackle?
I don't care much for candy.
All right.
Except Starburst.
Yeah, except for Red Starburst.
I think I ate a total of 2 pieces of candy on Halloween.
Oh, dude, I've been so bad.
I've been fighting all my
I've been
urges.
so,
And
It just
so
doesn't.
bad.
Yeah,
I
it doesn't
bought
grab me.
I bought a container of sugar-free candy from Wegmans, and the problem with that is if you eat too many of them, you're done for the day. So I have to like balance.
You're gonna
like,
shart yourself.
yeah,
Yeah. We
So-
discussed this on
yeah.
on an episode not too far back.
yeah. So I got to balance not wanting the Halloween candy with eating the sugar-free candies to get over the craving.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not
I've
working.
been really bad at it. First of all, I don't usually let my daughter eat shit of any variety. She's usually eating, like my mom got her a little bag full of organic dark chocolate. Like she doesn't do that shit, which at this point, because fuck everybody, it's like the spitefulness in me that I'm just like, nah, what do you want? Butterfingers? Oh, did you ever try this? Like, fucking eat this entire thing. Like, I don't care anymore. I mean, I love her, and I hope she's healthy and everything like that. But most kids are drinking fucking soda. You know what I mean? She's never had it. Well, she took a sip of soda at a birthday party a while ago. But that was the first time she ever tried.
I'd like to try something on the editing side of things.
Okay.
Let's all do a smile at the camera and see if we're all smiling at the same time, if that's the automatic thumbnail that YouTube picks.
Okay, so you don't want me to cut it and make it the thumbnail. You want me to leave it in the film and see if YouTube...
Aren't you just using whatever they grab?
I throw it in there and it's whatever they grab.
Yeah.
So you don't want me to move it anywhere. You leave it where it is and see if when YouTube scrubs it, that's what it picks.
See if everybody is smiling at the same time if they pick. So ready?
Okay.
And we're going to hold it for a good 3 seconds.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see how.
That hurts my
And
feelings.
we'll know because I'm hugging the pillow.
Right.
So
That'll be the giveaway.
if that happens,
Then we know. We got to do the whole show with smiles.
Yeah.
Whoever's not talking is smiling. Otherwise, they're not here.
Yeah, that's it. You can only smile or talk.
Right.
Yeah, I like
There's
it.
no other moves here.
I like it.
There's no other moves.
Well,
I'm shaved.
I did. That was
That was good.
Quality
Phenomenal.
entertainment. All right. Well, go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the Gig Podcast at YouTube, the Gig Podcast.
No.
Listen, we'll make it even easier for you. Just
Make
go
it
to
easier.
thegigpodcast.net. It brings you right where you have to be for
Okay.
subscribing.
No
Go
fishing.
to thegigpodcast.net, which
Yep.
I have to put in my YouTube or my Instagram thing now.
Yeah,
so
we
people
probably
know.
all do.
It's
Yeah.
easier than putting what's there now, which is YouTube/A3 capital TOZ9.
Yeah.
Thegigpodcast.net. That's it.
Gigpodcast.net. Go over to thegigpodcast.net. It'll take you to the YouTube channel,
Yep.
and then you subscribe to the channel.
Exactly.
And if you can do that and then tell somebody else to do that and say, hey, you might like what these guys have to say, then you do that. And then we have more people following. We're getting people going on. We got the Facebook channel that's got...
Jamming?
It's jamming. We get the Facebook channel to jam, and then we get the YouTube channel to jam just like the Facebook thing is jamming.
Yep.
We're jamming.
Yeah.
So make it jam for us.
Across the
we
board.
be jamming.
We be jamming. Don't be jamming us up and start
Yeah.
jamming with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's our
Mondays,
jam.
9 o'clock.
8:30.
Mondays, 8:30. Friday, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Depends.
And everything sprinkled in between at noon for the replay release
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah, we like it like that. We like you
And-
to have it every day of the week.
And this week, the return of audio only on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all the podcast places that you be.
Right.
I'd like to just, you know what? This is terrible of me, but I had a guy hit me up, and maybe I'll save it for Friday.
Okay. Make
I'll
sure you
save
write
this.
it down then.
Yeah, I will. I'll tell you guys, but I'll save it for Friday.
Okay.
Put it in these notes. Yeah, so check us out on YouTube if you want to watch some replays. We got some good stuff. You can check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts. We got old episodes. We're building up quite the collection. So if you haven't listened to all 52 episodes of The Gig or
You're
all
slacking.
15 of The Tool Shed, well, there's still a few days left
You got a
this
year
year.
in the books with the gig, man. Congratulations to the two of you.
Almost.
Okay.
We're about a month shy.
Okay. Well,
And
whatever.
we're really about 2 months shy because
yeah.
like the
Started
first
like
4
after-
episodes just kind of disappeared into the vaults.
All right. Well,
That was
still-
us working through the kinks.
Still irrelevant. Well, we're still working through the kinks.
We are.
It happens.
We are. And check out the YouTube page for Business Freestyle. He fucking killed it.
Yeah, I'm the Blake of rap. Also, hit me up on the DM if you're trying to work out your kinks. You know what I'm saying? Because I am in the business of penis in your vagina.
And so, as you could, he's talking to you, Jesse James and Eric Gatlin.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know
I'm
if that's a
talking
thing
to
you
the-
guys are into, but
talking to the
apparently,
replay.
I don't know.
I like a girl that's skinny with some big feet, and I'm open to change that every once in a while.
To the boys who are here still in the chat, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. We appreciate that you stuck around for this long and until the end of the show. And we will see you next time we see you. Peace.
otherwise it won't start from the beginning.
7-1 Entertainment.
Yeah.
Payday. 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 Payday.
He 31.
Yeah. Only you my homie. You get stolen quick like you a chromie.
Yep.
Fuck around with me and you blow me. I'm gonna crash at your crib like Kobe. Owe me at least $1. Holla. I be for the squadron. Fuck round like you really wanna got him. In the corner, I'm a monster, a goblin. Get them.
Ow.
Theoretically the best, I'm a veteran.
Yep.
Snip your balls like I am a veterinarian. You be scared, I'll be running like equestrian. I be out here, that's the clout here. You can chase it, you can't face it. You was basic, you getting German suplex with the Asics.
Yeah.
Fuck round like you never wanna make sense.
Nope.
Bitch, I made it, like it's arts and crafts. Yeah, I'm with you, I'm young, and I fart and laugh. I'm a goober. Fuck around like Steve in between your bitch's knees like Scoober. Duber, what you smoking on? Yeah, the thighs wide open and I'm scoping on.
Yeah.
Like a DC, heat sheet, blow tissues. I be with it. Twizzlers, licking on my Disney like licorice. Oh shit, he into this. White ball, he a misfit. Fuck with me like you feeling like you privileged.
Yep.
I be throwing you across like a pilgrim to the water. I be gooder than that. Fuck around like you ain't know I put the hood on the map. And if you with me in the burbs and you smoking on the herb, I be so Edward Norton how I'm kicking you the curbs. Fuck with me in Superbalist. Motherfuckers never heard of this. John sweating like she all about that nervousness. Motherfuckers know that I ain't working shit. Unless I'm on my job, I work on breaks. You off in the slob, I wanna keep on chewing on the corn on the cob and gobble the knob. And bitch, you gotta turn that, earn that, burn that back. Like you ain't never earned that flat rate. Bitch, you got a ugly little flat face. No Korean, I being of what you being. I'm beating up on your face like you know that you couldn't see him. I'm a specimen.
What is it?
My semen is on your face, that's why you still dreaming.
Yes.
You so fat, Joe, why you leaning? They with me like the costing me and in the Boston creaming. Stone Cold Steve Austin scheming. On my 316s, I be nifty, you with me. Bitch, you getting thrown like a frisbee. Is he? Dizzy Gillespie? No, he just dizzy. Fuck with me for Grizzly. Grizzly, like he from Memphis. I make a whole lot of racket like tennis.
Yes.
McEnroe, back with the pistol that be black and yo, grill like it was the Decker. You know that your style was so regular. You getting strangled on stage if you a heckler. Boy, you never want it next to ya. Kinfolk, you been broke, I'm specialer. Motherfuckers know about me. Everything that I'm doing so free. John coming over begging me to pee on her. Fuck like you wanna pee on her, pee on her.
Yeah.
I'm a star in my field like D on her.
Yeah.
Something or other you're loving and humping your brother. Little bit the incest. I am not impressed. Bitch, you get sprayed on quicker than the Windex.
Yep.
Motherfuckers ain't with me. You get your whole jaw cracked like Whitney.
Hey.
Dude, I want that again. Was that short? Yeah. I feel
You're
like I
getting
was
real
just-
you've been
about
getting
4.5
real
minutes.
sexual with your freestyles.
I feel like I was just getting
You
into
gotta
that.
clean the pipes out, dog, so you can start rapping about guns and shit again.
Yeah, make room for your lungs.
Yup.
You got to hit them with the guns.
Yeah.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck about your funds.
Nope.
I will get stolen for your ones. Maybe even twos and you knew me, you newsy. That's why you get drawn like a loose leaf. Move me. You ain't got to do it like you're cooey. I could give a fuck about your coochie. Ooh, I be popping in and stopping on my dick a little bit like you was not a critic. Motherfuckers know about the lovers if they loving women. The motherfuckers isn't scrubbing like you wanna do it. And me, they really want the dinner. I gotta eat it all and gobble it with paint thinner. Cause I be watching Cove and I be on the stove. And they was looking at me like, so they think she in love with me? Winnie the Pooh, Guinea is who? It's me, the ugly Mickey that got a chicken or two. And the finger in your chicken and chicken with who? Motherfuckers isn't checking me, disrespecting the crew. It's the gig, the jig is up. Now what you thinking that you big and tough?
You fuck with me like you don't think enough. Really gotta get your shit together, or I was fired than a fucking flock of feathers. You fucking like Waka Flocka. I know that I couldn't stop you. I'm hotter than pop propellers. I mean, prop plane propellers. Fuck around like you was not insane. The dweller up in the city, they with me. I got my dick out, I'm dancing like I was Diddy. You with me? These motherfuckers don't know about it. All I really gotta do is flow. Without it, I drop in the beat. They stopping with me. They slobbing on me. They like how they drooling. I'm schooling, shooting, doing it stupid, moving the music, do it like a cube, and I do this like you wanna get this, bitch. I'm on the block, let it drop like it's Tetris, bitch. I don't know about none of this attention shit. Motherfuckers really know that I was fencing and trying to break out, way out. No, I gotta make drought, spitting on this shit like they don't lectin' this. I'm collecting this like dust. Put it in my blunt. I was stuck on the bench. You a wench. You could get a little drenched if you want. I be talking to you wild, and now you wanna stunt, little cunt. Fuck what you said about me. All I wanna do is get red and doubt these other motherfuckers that you talk to. They isn't equal, they see through. That's why I could walk through. Motherfuckers know about the sugar in my boogers. They looking at me like I gotta do a little hooker. They talking like a pro, they don't know about me though. They saying that they cool, they don't know about the flow. I really gotta throw a little bowl like I'm down and out, like I'm down in the south where I often go. Like you all up in that coffin, no. Get away from me, I need 6 feet while you coughing, bro. Wear a fucking mask while you gonna bring me my salad. I'm all about a ballot till you wanna get balanced. And if your shit is new, then you really got a clue. Screaming over it like you was DJ Clue. Oh, who really know? Really gotta look at me like I gotta do. I really need a haircut. You could beware, but I just wanna look at your joint and fucking stare at her butt. Yeah, she got a nice butt, and I really wanna rub it, right? And she gotta eat it. She know this, right? With the roughage, yeah, you gotta stop it. It's the end of discussion. Who the fuck you touching? Not nobody. You were so cocky, oh boo cocky, all over your mommy, licking like pastrami, with a little melon, feeling melancholy. Yeah. All right. I don't know if doing it twice is good, but go ahead, Cove. Oh, he was gonna too, but it started fading.
The beat, fuck, man. The beat cut out, man. The beat cut out.
See? Now you stepping out of your lane once again, so I might have to smack that ass.
You got to stay tuned to these podcast freestyles though, because one of these days Cove's gonna jump in and fucking wreck game on motherfuckers, dude.
That's the whole plan.
It's gonna happen.